Jared Goes to the Movies is a free podcast made possible by Rich's lack of a social life, as well as our amazing supporters. For as little as $1 a month, you can access tons of extra content each week. Visit jaredgoestothemovies.com and click Support Us. Enjoy the show.
Hello, everybody. I'm Jarrett Reddick, and this is a podcast. Jarrett Goes to the Movies. Hopefully you have seen or heard one of my many musical endeavors. And if you have, then you know how much I love movies. This is movie commentary with no movie knowledge. This podcast is me and my friend Rich talking about movies that we like. But my name's on it because I'm famous. This is Jarrett Goes to the Movies. Still. Okay, we're starting now.
Hi. Welcome to the future. San Dimas, California, 2688. And I'm telling you, it's great here. The air is clean, the water's clean, even the dirt is clean. Bowling averages are way up, mini golf scores are way down. And we have more excellent water slides than any other planet we communicate with. I'm telling you, this place is great. But it almost wasn't. You see, 700 years ago, the two great ones ran into a few problems. So now I have to travel back in time to help them out. If I should fail to keep these two on the correct path, the basis of our society will be in danger. Don't worry, it'll all make sense. I'm a professional.
I'm Bill S. Preston, Esquire.
And I'm Ted. Bill, here, you take it.
Okay.
And I'm Ted Theodore Logan. Yeah! And we're Wild Stallions!
Turn it up. Sounds like the intro to Turn Up the Radio.
Autograph, yeah.
It's like an autograph song. Oh my God. I like this. Hey! Oh shit, I forgot you guys were here. My name is Jarrett. This is a podcast. We like to call it Jarrett Goes to the Movies. Thanks for joining us. Oh man, we got a big show for you guys. Just a big show. Excited about this. We're going to be talking about Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, which I have not seen in many years. And man, it was a pleasure. It's a pleasure to see it. 80s credits, they last a long time, so I'll be here talking for the next 40 minutes over the credit music.
I'm so glad we don't do that now.
What, the credits
Yeah,
before?
the beginning credits.
Don't you think it happens every once in a while, though?
Every once in a while, some dickhead will go, I'm going to be like retro.
It was like there was another movie that we did recently where the credits were really long. But what was it?
Ocean's 11?
Deadpool,
had it.
yeah.
But that's part of...
But that was hilarious.
Yeah, and they weren't even real credits.
Right.
Yeah,
It was like
true.
fake credits.
Now, my name is Jarrett. With me, as always, is Rich. There he is.
Hi.
He's over there. He's just
Jarrett.
kicking it pro style. It's good to see you. You're still sick 4 weeks.
4 weeks of sick.
4 weeks sick. Now, you know that they say if you go 5 weeks being sick, even if you test negative, you have AIDS.
That's probably true.
So you're going to die.
Yeah.
So
No, they cure that shit now.
Well, it costs $30,000. You have to have $30,000 injected into your veins. Yeah, you're right. They just sold the company. Fuck it. You don't give a shit.
Easy.
Yeah.
Yeah. How are you, man?
I'm planning on freezing my body, too.
Really?
Yeah, I've got
I did
all
not
that
think you
worked
were going to
out.
say body. I thought you were going to say balls.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I was like. What are you going to freeze your body
I don't
for?
have genital warts.
What are you going to... Everybody has... Wait,
Oh.
they don't? What? So now, anything exciting going on in your life?
Actually, no.
I feel
I've been
like-
working a bunch. That's
I
it.
know. I feel like the show...
Needs me to do something?
No. I
exciting?
feel like the
Oh.
show's going really well because you're paying attention to it again.
Oh, that could
Yeah.
be it.
Yeah. Because we went through this whole thing with the Russian. You didn't give a shit about us anymore. You know, like there was this whole Russian thing. Then you got jealous because me and her were playing Best Fiends.
Yeah, that was...
Sending each other some gifts.
That was an eye-opener.
You know, right? That
May
was
or may not have been why we broke
fucking
up.
end of that shit. You know? Oh my God, he sent her extra lives.
It wasn't
What?
that she was playing Best Fiends with you. She didn't mention she was playing Best Fiends.
Oh, that's right.
That's what it was.
Yeah,
And then it was over. It was over.
I'm going to be honest. She sent me extra lives, and I never asked for a definition of that. It means something different in Russian.
Right?
I'm going to be honest.
Yeah.
But no, it's, dude, I'm just glad I love this podcast.
Yeah.
It's so awesome. It's summer,
Yeah.
you know. A couple of weeks ago, we had your ex-wife on here. I think that went really well. Let me take that again. Went really, really well. Leave that in.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I'm excited about today. I've had such a You hear that pop?
Yeah.
When that pop happens, if it happens any more, then I'll have to stop and I'll fix something and we'll be doing it. You gonna edit that out?
Sure.
But no, leave that in so it seems like I know what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay.
Right? So you're just like, man, that fucking Jarrett is running shit. His fucking hair looks good. He's, oh my God. He keeps the conversation going. Right now he's talking to Rich about nothing. Rich is giving him nothing and he's just keeping it going.
I wish I could give you something.
What would it be? Genital warts?
No.
You know, like 80% of college girls have an STD.
Usually chlamydia.
Wait a minute. Hold on. I'm not putting a label on it, but holy shit, that's a lot.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I've never had an STD before, and there's no reason I shouldn't have had it. I should have had one. I should have had multiple
Statistically.
STD. Statistically, like,
Where do you think they get them from? College boys.
Yeah.
Who didn't know?
I'm going to be honest. My dick should have just fallen off. You know, just like a fucking worn out trunk on an elephant. My lovely wife, Casey, is not here this evening, but my fourth favorite female in the world is here, and her name is Amy. And
Hi.
there she is, right over there.
Oh, look, you did it.
You flipping did it. There she is. So, Amy, how's it going?
Good.
Yeah?
Good. I'm getting ready for a trip.
Yeah, what's the trip?
We're going out of town, taking the boys to the beach.
Oh, that's right. You
Yeah.
are.
So I've been packing,
You're
getting
going.
the house
You're going
ready.
on a trip with the neighbors. The neighbors
Yes.
happen to be my in-laws.
Your in-laws.
Yeah, and there was talk of us going, but it's too much. It's
Yeah,
too much.
I'm not going to make you feel bad, but my kids are really upset
that we're not going.
that you're not going.
Well, here's
Now,
the thing.
Amy, are you aware that Jared and Casey are going around town calling you their new best friends?
Uh-oh.
Yes, and I love it.
Yeah.
Okay, but are they your best friends?
Because, yeah.
Oh,
and
okay.
Oh my
today,
God! You don't even have to say
No,
that, but okay.
Today
Oh my God!
is National
Roadhouse.
Best Friends Day.
Is it really?
Yeah.
We're fucking best friends.
And we're best friends.
Yeah, we're like couple best friends.
Yeah, we really
like,
are.
We've literally like met like the couple best friends. Like me and her husband have our thing, and then you know, like, and the two, and then we.
Oh,
all,
so you're
like,
not like a big fan of Amy. You just like her husband.
Right. I just
No.
come with like.
Oh
I'm-
no,
I'm
we
just-
switch off. Like we switch off. Like, it's fine, you know, but not like in that way yet.
Well, I don't.
And
I
our
don't
kids
judge.
love each other.
You know, and our kids love each other.
Yeah.
They're best friends.
Okay.
Fucking unbelievable.
And-
Guys solved
yeah,
friendship.
That's right.
Yeah,
It's
fucking
rare.
love-
Just solid friends.
Now, with us for like, again, you're becoming a regular on the show.
Third time.
Lucy Murray is here. Let's give it up for her. Lucy Murray came onto the program the other night straight from a what I thought was a yoga class. Apparently, it was a class where you learn to beat the shit out of people.
Well,
Was
the
it
air.
Right, the air. Right.
You punch and kick the air.
Oh, okay. You punching. And now you were supposed to bring your instructor tonight, and he chickened out, right?
Yeah. He works a lot of movie screenings, and I think he had a last minute one come up.
Oh, he doesn't do movie podcasts. He does movie screenings. I see. I see how it is.
He gives out like
Must be
free
nice.
things, like the shirts for movies. Like the other day after that workout class, I was really sweaty and I needed a shirt, so I
Right.
got a Solo shirt from him. And I was walking around, and some stranger was like, "How was that movie?"
Oh, so he's like a Red Bull chick, but not fun. Right? Like the Red Bull chicks come in the fucking bar and they're like, "Hey, do you want a Red Bull?" And I'm like, "I don't really know that I want a Red Bull, but I'm sure one of my friends does." And they're like, "Well, would you like a shot of vodka?" "Yes, I would." "Okay, that's great." And that's the end of the transaction. That's the whole thing. And
Because
like
they don't talk to you after that.
I feel like I did my job. Well, I don't want to talk to them anyway.
Oh, okay.
Because there's a fucking buff dude carrying the cooler behind him and shit, you know, or it's on a cart with a broken wheel, and I don't want to load that, you know, like I don't want any part of getting that back in the car.
That's why you don't want to talk to.
What?
That's why you
the
don't wanna
Red
talk
Bull
to-
chick. Let me ask you this: do you think I want to talk to a Red Bull chick?
No.
There's no. In fact,
You just
I-
want bleachers.
I would have nothing. I would literally have nothing to say.
Yeah.
That I would love to have a conversation, but the way that you're thinking I want to talk to her,
Right.
no, there's no possible way. Like I have no game. Secondly, I'm fucking famous. Third, I'm married. Okay, first, I'm married.
Good job.
Secondly, I'm famous. Third, I have no game. Fourth, I don't like Red Bull. Fucking hurts my stomach.
I don't like it either.
Yeah. But do you ever do the thing where you're like out and they
I've never had a full energy drink ever.
Have you ever do the thing where they come in and start giving out free cigarettes and you say you're a smoker just so you can give your friends some cigarettes?
No, because I wouldn't contribute to my friend's death.
I did that a bunch of times.
I used to
back
do
in
that
the
all
day.
the time.
Yeah, me too. Did you ever smoke?
No.
Me
Never.
either. But I was always, because they'll give you 2 packs of cigarettes.
Yeah, they would just hand
If
them
you
out.
fill it out, and like in college or when you're living in a van and not down by a river, you Chris Farley fucks. you want to have the free cigarettes to give to your friends, right?
They don't do that anymore, though.
No,
They
not
can't,
anymore.
right?
They
can't.
just give you a coupon for them instead of the cigarettes.
By the way, Lucy Murray, me and you, I fucking love you, by the way. But I think I may love you more now than I did before you walked in, and here's why. Because I say the word coupon.
And not coupon.
I do not say
I don't
coupon.
say coupon.
I say coupon.
I think I say coupon.
You say coupon?
Coupon.
Maybe I love you more too.
No, I think I go back and forth.
Okay, you can't, like literally.
Like literally.
How do you say lawyer?
Lawyer?
Lawyer.
Lawyer.
Yeah, but Rich says sherbet.
How else do you say sherbet?
It's sherbet.
That's the one
What?
that used to always
Sherbet.
get marked.
No, it's sherbet.
No, it's
That's
not.
sherbet.
There's no R in
I
it.
understand that it's not spelled that way, but we're Texans.
That's
it's
right, it's
sherbet.
sherbet.
That's right. You hear her over there. She's here again.
How do I say the word that you put money in and put it in your back?
A wallet.
Yeah. She used to always make fun of me.
Now, Rich's ex-wife is here.
Which one?
The first one. And she was on the program a few weeks ago. Great reviews, some interesting. Rich, he has such an interesting thing about him to where he can't stand it. He has to get feedback. So he reaches out for feedback like, what'd you guys think about the episode? And yada, yada. And he actually had a few people that were like, you know what? Not for me. You know, whatever. And he had to
Well, one
defend
person.
each one. Well, anyway, it's so funny because it's like, you were fucking great. It's just that you turned. Did you feel like
I had a lot
Shannon?
of messages directly to me saying
Right.
that was an amazing episode.
Shannon, did you feel like y'all had just gone through therapy after it?
No, not at all.
Because it felt like to me that Rich had some shit he wanted to work out. And I feel like we did it all in that one night. And I have a psychology degree. I've just never charged for it. And so now Amy is a photographer, but she charges. So should I start charging?
You should probably send them an invoice.
I'm gonna. Yeah. Can you show me how to do that? All right. Yeah, listen. Hey, will you do me a favor? Take a picture. Let's double up.
There we go.
Okay,
Easy.
we're gonna do that. But anyway, we're glad you're here, Shannon. It is great to
you.
see you. Now, Casey has gone off to a neighborhood party. There's a very good chance she will show up later, hammered. But there's also a very good chance she could show up in 10 minutes, going, "Holy shit, that was terrible." Either way, you know what? Welcome to the program. We're talking about Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure now. Sean 316, Silent Sean 316, is on a trip to California. He has decided to go to the Sunset Strip to make it big in his band. And so he needs a beer. So he is.
Is he really going to make it big in his
He
band?
forgot that Motley Crue, Rat, Guns N' Roses, and all that shit already happened. Everybody moved to Seattle. But I don't want to send him up there because I don't want him to kill himself.
Where are the bands coming from nowadays? Nashville?
It depends. Death metal? Like
I don't know.
Black metal?
No, I mean just like popular bands. Because back when
It used to be cities. Yeah, they used to. So
and it was a certain genre of music. It was
it
was
would
hair
come
metal
out
at
of
the time.
like
Yeah,
certain cities.
because
and
no one
shit.
gave a shit about any other things. But hair metal was the big thing, and
Bands just come out of from now. There's no like
YouTube.
what?
Yeah.
they come from YouTube.
Yeah, is that a city? Where is that?
Anywhere with internet.
Right, exactly. That's what I tell kids all the time. They're like, "Hey, how do I get on tour?" I go, "Don't
Exactly.
film yourself."
That
playing
sounded
some-
like Mitch Hedberg.
Yeah, film.
That's what I told my kids.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Film-
just
film
make
your-
videos.
Film yourself doing some kick-ass shit.
You know what they said? YouTube is so oversaturated, Dad. You don't understand.
Yeah, well,
I'm like,
guess what?
They're like Instagram.
Guess
I
what
go,
the-
okay, film yourself on Instagram.
Guess what the 90s were like in a band? You want to talk about oversaturated?
Oh, shit.
So we created our own fucking genre, and now I'm fucking famous.
There you go.
Now, I do want to point out that Shannon, she's your ex-wife,
Yeah.
Which one?
the first one.
Right.
She brought me a gift today,
Yeah.
and I already liked her. I'm gonna be honest. I liked her after the first episode.
She's my favorite of my ex-wife. I mean, she's your favorite of my ex-wife.
Wait,
My
I just
fa-
thought you said I was your
Yeah, I
favorite
think that's how it
ex-wife.
came
You-
out.
you
Was that
are.
a Freudian
You are.
slip? Or?
You are.
I'm gonna be honest about something. You're his favorite ex-wife, but 6 months ago, probably not.
Right.
Yeah.
So, by the way, that was fucking funny. Nobody
it
get
was
uncomfortable.
neck and neck
Yeah,
6
it
months
was
ago.
neck and neck. Actually, 6 months ago, you were probably still ahead. He just wasn't talking to you yet, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
But I got this camouflage, amazing, terrible towel for the Steelers.
Why would you want a terrible towel? I don't get it.
And Rich, I'm having a moment with your
sorry.
ex-wife.
Sorry.
He doesn't like football. So.
I don't get it.
Hold on, sorry.
Explain it to me.
I'm having a moment with your ex-wife.
Which one?
The first one. And so I got this terrible towel, and thank you so very much. I didn't have one of these. I have so many of these, but I did not have these.
That one.
special one.
That in particular.
No, this means a lot to me. It really does mean it. I'm obviously always being an asshole, but if you see me when I'm not on the microphone, I'll probably cry about this
Aw.
shit. So I'm not crying. Hold on, let me put that over there. All right, so Sugar Britches is here as well.
Sweet Cheeks.
Running the Sweet Cheeks is coming. Why do you try to reel me in? I like to change his name a lot.
Oh, okay.
Okay, Sweet Cheeks.
Yeah.
Sweet Cheeks it is.
You have to
It's-
understand that people that are listening once
Right.
a week need to follow who we're talking about.
I feel
And
like
if you
they
change
know.
the name every single time, then
Then-
they're like, "Who's this new guy?"
Yeah, guess what? Fuck them. Go back and listen to the old episodes and figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Right?
I know. What
You're
saying.
with me.
I'm with you.
And so this guy made us beef jerky last week. So fucking delicious. I had so much of it. And then he brought some more this week. Now, here's the thing. You have to refrigerate it because it's not like dehydrated, right? What?
It doesn't have.
You have to air seal it.
It doesn't have preservatives in it.
Right.
It's fresh.
Right.
It's like anything fresh is going to go bad in
Right.
2 days.
What are preservatives? Like those little yellow things on Despicable Me? What are they're
Close.
okay.
Really
Got it.
close.
Yeah. By the way, are you guys looking forward to Incredibles 2?
Yes.
I can't fucking wait. for
Here's
this
the deal.
movie. I'm not joking.
I'm being serious
cannot
about this.
wait.
I loved taking my kids to movies, right?
Mm-hmm.
Every weekend that I had them, I took them to movies. And I would get so excited about it. And I see movies like this because I took them to Incredibles 1. And I look at this movie and go, this would be amazing. But I'm not going to go see it because I don't have young kids anymore. I just won't do it.
Do you want to go see it on an afternoon with me at one of the places where we can drink?
I would.
Yes.
And let's do 3 shots before we go in.
With Everett.
You know what? I've never done this before. I actually think that would be fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Like get an adult. Amy, you in?
Yes.
She already said she's in. 100% Derek's in.
Duh.
So we go in. I'm not joking. We go see a kids movie, but we do like 3 shots before we go in.
All right.
And then we order 2 beers at a time and
Yeah.
just fucking watch the shit out of that kids movie.
Yeah.
But
Can we
depending on
heckle
where
other
we go,
kids?
we might just fall asleep.
That was the first
Right.
thought in my mind.
Yeah.
is
We go to
I'll
movie
be
house.
asleep, but yeah.
Yeah, movie.
Derek fell
Because, man,
asleep
they
last
recline.
time.
They recline.
Did he
way
really?
back.
Did well. We
Yeah.
saw Show Dogs with Casey and everything.
Yeah, I know. Oh,
Yeah.
have you guys heard about the show dogs?
Shit,
Yes.
that was a thing.
Was
So-
it weird?
No, I didn't. Watching it, I didn't think it was that weird. But then I get online the next day, and people are like, "Oh, the dogs and his balls in the happy place."
First
and
thing he said when he came in, he goes, "Dad, the movie is so good." I said, "What was your favorite part?" He goes, "They grabbed his balls and told him
Oh.
it was uncomfortable and blah blah
No,
blah."
my kids did not even recognize it. They
No.
were like, "He farted in the water."
So here's the deal. I think
Everett did say that
Yeah.
too.
I think it's hilarious that Hollywood got a dose of their own medicine kind of stuff. Like, I love that. But at the same time, I'm like, come on. It wasn't that fucking big of a
No,
deal.
it's
no,
you know,
I didn't think so either. I was kind of surprised.
I think this could be a whole podcast in and of itself. Just with it's funny how things can be said by us, and I've said this
because it's a
entire
real
career.
thing. Dogs get their
Right,
balls
that is the
farmed.
part
but
of the dog
you
show.
could almost, but if you did that in Best of Show, you know, from the dog's perspective, and the guy was describing it,
It is a kid's
wouldn't-
movie.
Okay, I get that, but
Yeah.
I'm just saying that I think this day and age, whomever delivers said line that is offensive to everybody matters. Because it could be anything. Like, if you get, like, my favorite comedian of all time is Anthony Jeselnik. He is the most offensive person that's ever lived, and he doesn't fuck around.
can I
Like, let's say something happened yesterday and a bunch of people got killed.
Yeah.
He's joking about it the next day.
That's rich.
Can I tell you what happened today?
Sure.
So we all know that
Wait a minute. Do you want to tell me this right now?
Two people hung themselves recently. Anthony Bourdain and what was the other?
Kate Spade.
Kate Spade.
Right.
One of my friends from high school posted, "Oh, this is very sad. Wonder who the third person's going to be because everything happens in three."
Everything happens in three.
Well, that of course invited people to go. I said Matt Damon and Gwyneth Paltrow, and I said if you force me to choose. And then other people were putting like Gene Simmons and Justin Bieber and stuff. But this one lady, she goes on to mine. She goes, "That is real. I've had a person that almost committed suicide, and I find this really offensive to me."
Right.
And I'm like,
Just you.
But just you?
I'm like, the internet might not be the place for you to be right now until you figure out how to manage your own
I can't
fucking
disagree
feelings.
with any of that. I think that is exact. I mean, like, who's
And then I
gonna be
had
the
another
third?
and I've had.
By the way, not everybody who dies the same way in thirds. That's not how it works. It's not like
I know.
a guy has a heart attack and two other people have a heart. It's not like we're just waiting on who's going to be the next guy to hang himself. Like, that's not even a thing.
It was
it's
clearly a joke.
Yeah.
You know, and if you can't handle jokes, then the internet is not for
also,
you.
his post was the volley.
Right.
You did nothing wrong.
Shit,
on
and
that.
I even put that. I said, "Are you referring to the person that originated this post? Or
Yeah.
are you talking to me?"
Exactly.
Because she commented right under mine.
Yeah.
You're not under mine, but like replied to me specifically.
Do you guys want to know the most fucked up? Actually, this is not the most fucked. I can't tell you the most fucked up shit I've ever said, but I'll tell you one of them right now. And should I? Should I?
Yes.
Say?
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely.
All right. So one of the most fucked up things I've ever said was, so there was this concert, and it was this Great White concert, and the backdrop caught on fire, and a bunch of people died in the fire. Right. And so 2 weeks later, there was a promoter, and he was super aggressive towards our tour manager or whatever. So I had to go in and be Jarrett. And so I went in and I did my thing and, you know, yada, yada. And I come back out and I'm shaking my head. And I'm just like fucking pissed. And everybody like, "You okay? Like, you want to, I just fucking hate this guy. I wouldn't piss on him if he's on fire at a Great White concert." And like,
that's the worst thing you said? I said way
no,
worse.
I
than
said,
that, dude.
no, I said, but understand this is right after.
I don't care. I said it.
But I'm not,
the day
again,
after.
I'm not saying that it's the worst thing I said. This is just a really good one.
Oh, okay.
And the whole band just went,
You didn't say too soon?
no, of course not, because I don't believe too
Because
soon
he
is
said
a
it's
thing.
never too
It's
soon.
never too
It's
soon.
never
And in
too
fact, if you can't laugh at life, like, Jesus, what are we doing? What is this podcast about, for Christ's sake?
Yeah.
You know, like, what are we doing here?
Yeah.
We're trying to make people laugh
If you
and
can't
smile.
manage your own feelings, then don't
That's
be
how
in
I
society.
feel about people being offended about anything.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Exactly.
Like, choose not to be. Just move along.
Yeah, just and
Keep
also
on
don't
going.
get it.
Like,
also, who gives a shit?
she could
If you're
have read
offended,
my
just-
thing and go, "What an asshole," and just went about
Right,
her way. But
scroll
she had to,
on.
she had to go and comment on
or
my
she
fucking.
could have said, "You're an asshole." You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? Who gives a shit? I I fucking hate it. What was I talking about? Pineapples?
Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
Oh,
Right. Oh, we are doing that movie tonight. We are. And we have a bunch of guests, and I'm super excited about this movie, and I'm glad you guys are here, for real. If you want to chime in on the chat room, which is live pretty much every Friday, why don't you go ahead and do that?
Yeah, do it.
It'd be great. All right, so I introduced everybody. I do need to remind you guys that this is a Tim Toole and Matt Cardosi production. Our new supporters do include and are limited to Chris Pulse. He upped his pledge from $1 to $5. That means instead of getting the outtakes every week, he gets them indefinitely for the whole shit and shaboodle. Michael Price upped his pledge from $10 to $20, which means he now is a producer. We're going to say his name, I bet, here in a little bit. Hold on. No. Oh, no. I guess that happens next week. All right. Our executive producers are...
Can you just say his name? Because I fucking left it off.
God damn it, I sure will. Our executive producers are our Patreon supporters. If you guys love original content, go to Patreon, search around on that shit. Honestly, $5, $10, $1 a month really helps a bunch of people put on some really great shows and content, and we're one of them. I mean, we spend all of the money on cameras. We just bought a fucking amazing computer. We're hoping that that's going to help sync some stuff up. and also in basically help us to shoot better porn. Executive producers do include Michael Price, Ashley C., Wendy Croft, David Murray, Sheila Ray Wonder, who commented on her boobs being too big on the internet today.
Who
and
did?
I thought of you, Sheila Ray Wonder. She
Commented on whose boobs?
well, she commented on her own boobs being too big based
that's
upon
not a thing.
how many pancakes they weigh. And so my thing is like,
Did she weigh pancakes first?
well, if you, I'm just like, no, there's like a graph of like how many pancakes your boobs are. And my thing is like, and here's the thing, you know me, boob's a boob. I'll even take a pancake boob. I like that. You know what a pancake boob is?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then never mind. David Dooley, Rodon James, Tim Toole, and Matt Cardosi, our corporate VPs, Nigel Watson, Big Chris Whitehead, who you will hear from later in the show. Lucy Murray, she's sitting right over there.
Oh.
Holy shit. There she is. Hi, Lucy.
Hi, Jarrett.
How's it going?
Okay, I think there's a bunch more people to list off, though.
I know, but I feel like you're really coming into like talking on this thing now. I feel like you're getting used to it. You know, it feels like I go, hi, Lucy, and you go, hi, Jarrett. Like back in the day, you'd just been like, hi.
Maybe.
I just made that up. All right. Diane Small, Daniel Cotton, Jared Spear, who you will also hear from later on in the show, Lisa Wenzel, John Gickler, Shawnee Griffiths, Greg Pascal, Mark Ryan, Tyler McCullough, Sweehurst, Katie Morgan, Josh Millman, and then Jason Randall. So Jason Randall was supposed to sit in tonight.
Nope.
That's not him?
Chris Jacobs.
Never mind. Jason Randall, Mike Breton, your favorite record podcast, Brian Dunning, Paul Baums, Amy Pitzinger. She's sitting right over there. Jason Wall, Bodie Cooper, William Bryant, Kirsty Fisher, Don Petretta, Simone Vark, who what? Did not quit the podcast. Dave McClellan, Woody Chambers, and Tess Green. Did I already say
Michael Price.
that Michael Price is fucking in it to win it? Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure is excellent. This movie came out in 1989, my junior year in high school. It's only 90 minutes, which is fucking badass if you're trying to do a podcast every week. And here's the synopsis. Two seemingly dumb teens set off on a quest to prepare the ultimate historical presentation with the help of a time machine. All right, that's a terrible synopsis. That's actually not what happened. They got thrown into a phone booth and didn't even know what the fuck they were doing when it all happened. In fact, the first guy they kidnapped didn't even know he was going. And he's basically was the original leader of the fucking free world. Jeez. Oh, no, it wasn't the free world, though, right? God damn it. They got 3 nominations. They actually won Best Actor that year. Keanu Reeves won Best Actor. Best Director, Keanu Reeves. No, I'm lying about that. Yeah, sorry.
Over to Rich for his alternative synopsis.
Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. 2 righteous dudes that eventually ruin the world by starting a communist religious cult dedicated to themselves go back in time to make sure that they go back in time to make sure that they go back in time to make sure that they go back in time.
We're gonna go back in time. Here's the thing. I have such a problem with the end of this movie. I think this movie is
That's it?
I think this movie is amazing throughout. It's amazing. It's fucking funny. It's awesome.
I think you're Carlin biased, though. How can you hate a movie with Carlin in it?
He's not even funny in this.
You can't be objective.
Yeah, but he's not even funny in this
I'm just
movie.
saying.
He's playing the straight role.
Yeah.
Is
Well, he's a little gay.
that was a fucking volley, by the way, and you're welcome. This movie does, in fact, star Keanu Reeves as Ted. So Keanu Reeves is such an interesting actor. Is he though?
I was going to say that.
He played the same character in like 5 movies. So
He's Keanu Reeves.
No. Hold on. Give me a second. He played the same character in Parenthood. Mm-hmm. Literally the same character. Mm-hmm. He played the same character pretty much in River's Edge.
He's not playing a character. He's Keanu Reeves.
I know, but this isn't like if you were to ask some nerd bomber if this is Neo, it's not Neo. Like Neo.
What about
He
Lake
says
House?
"whoa" the exact same way in both movies. Whoa.
Yeah, but he doesn't dance around and like act like.
I know,
Neo.
but he's like overdoing himself in this movie. But it's him.
He tried to play it cool in Point Break, but when he says I'm an FBI agent, it all fucking came out.
But he's still like,
And
does
we
the
just
thing where his
expected-
hair flips around and like it's just Keanu Reeves. He's just being himself.
Right? Do you like Keanu Reeves?
I love Keanu Reeves.
Yeah, dude. You know who loves Keanu Reeves? Chris Burney, because apparently this guy actually does all this like Navy SEAL training.
Yeah.
and shit.
He's amazing.
And apparently he's really badass.
This whole John Wick movie, he's about to do John Wick 3. But
Right.
he took, and I think it started with The Matrix, with the whole guns thing. But with John Wick, I mean, he went through some serious ass training. You see videos online, and he's really good, like really good.
Now, so his co-star Alex Winter.
He's also a very good person. Like he buys cars and motorcycles for his stunt people. Everybody that ever has met him before has said he's just a great, super nice, sweet guy.
He wrote a note about his wife dying.
Keanu Reeves' wife died?
Yeah, he's been through a lot of stuff.
Oh, is that why they have sad Keanu when he's on the park bench? Because it was after her dying?
He wrote this letter to like exactly the way that all of that went down and how it felt. And that read, it can be funny if you want, but I recommend no, because
I prefer not to.
I'll fucking slam you.
Too soon?
It's insane. Like the feeling. I mean, like he gets into like his life as an actor and all this, like how he found love or whatever, and how he lost this thing. It's insane. It's I mean, like it's so well written and so amazingly awesome. And
I love that he's a Hollywood actor that is also revered as a good person, and I completely respect that, and it makes me want to see him in movies, even though he's not a great actor. But I just think he's fun to watch, and once you kind of accept that he's Keanu and that's just the way he is, and yeah, he's gonna have that moron face that he has all the time, then you know, I think once you sort of let that go, you can actually have fun in any movie that he's in.
Except Johnny Mnemonic.
Oh God, did we walk out of that?
That's the only movie
Yeah.
I've ever walked out of.
We walked out of that movie. It was terrible. Oh my God.
now, so
That wasn't his fault. That was fucking Ice-T's fault.
his co-star was actually born in London, England, in 1965. Alex Winter, who
Oh, really?
You don't know him from a lot of movies and stuff. Like obviously these are the two big ones, but he's
Lost Boys.
He's a great director. He's directed
Oh, really?
a bunch of shit.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, some really, really cool movies. He's written a bunch of stuff. He produces stuff. So the guy's stayed busy, which is such a good thing to be.
He was
You know,
Ferris Bueller.
he what?
He was Ferris Bueller on the TV show.
He was Ferris Bueller on the TV show.
Really?
You know, we've discussed people
a weird
being.
casting.
Yeah, it really is. It's like who was that we had on the show that was Fast Times at Ridgemont High was Spicoli.
Oh, wait, Fast Times?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Cameron. Dean Cameron.
Dean Cameron. Yeah, so you know, it's interesting how
not
that
Dean
stuff is.
Cain.
Ted, while I agree that in time our band will be most triumphant, the truth is Wild Stallions will never be a super band until we have Eddie Van Halen on guitar.
Yes, Bill, but I do not believe we will get Eddie Van Halen until we have a triumphant video.
Ted, it's pointless to have a triumphant video before we even have decent instruments.
Well, how can we have decent instruments when we don't really even know how to play?
That is why we need Eddie Van Halen.
And that is why we need a triumphant video. Excellent!
All right. So when this movie first starts, let me ask you guys a question.
All right.
And don't think I'm about to shit on this whole movie because I'm not.
All right.
But how much of this do you get confused with Wayne's World? I'm serious. Like, and the Garth and Wayne thing, like, excellent. Like, it's like, let me ask you guys
I
this.
wasn't a big Wayne's World fan.
Let me ask you that. What?
I just like the dream sequence.
Yeah. I actually.
Did you just what me because I wasn't a big fan?
No. I want to ask you a question. Have you ever blown up an amp?
No.
All right. So I have two instances of this.
Okay.
And
You did this? Because I was like, this is dumb.
No, I have 2 instances of this, but I'm going to tell you the best one. The best one was Mesa Boogie sent me this Lone Star combo amp or whatever. It's blue, is beautiful. We were making Hangover You Don't Deserve. And man, we started using this amp like over and over and over again. And we were using it. I mean, we're a punk rock band, but this amp is made for like alt country and shit, right? But we're like, oh my God, it sounds so good or whatever. No shit. Like we're playing, I'm playing the guitar. We're all in the console room and the amp is sitting in the console room. And it just starts to smell like fire. And the motherfucker caught on fire. It did.
Was it because you put too much power into it?
I put too much. No. It's
Did it
because
go to 11?
I was rocking too hard.
Yeah.
I was rocking too hard, but no, we put too much power to it. But it can happen. We fucking said that we had to throw it outside into the parking lot.
I guess it's a tube amp. Is that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it caught on fire.
A solid state amp is not going to catch on fire.
Well, listen to me. What I asked you was, have you ever caught an amp on fire?
No.
You said no.
Uh-uh.
Am I famous?
You are.
I've caught an amp on fire.
We've learned that the world has a great history.
Yes, and that thanks to great leaders such as Genghis Khan, Joan of Arc, and Socratic method, the world is full of history.
It seems to me the only thing you've learned is that Caesar is a salad dressing dude. Bill, Chad, this is really quite simple. You have flunked every section of this class. Now, unless you get an A+ on your final oral report tomorrow, guys, I have no choice but to flunk the both of you. Now, you know your topics, so I would suggest that you at least cover those areas if you want to pass the course. Understand?
Yes, sir.
Who's on Ted's shirt?
Oh, Van Halen. It was 5150, right?
It is not 5150.
Oh.
This is way before that happened.
Oh.
But fantastic. Oh, no, it's not before that happened.
They're all in straitjackets. I thought it was
You're
5150.
right. Jesus Christ. You know what, Rich? I fucking owe you an apology.
Thank you. Also, the only thing that these two guys are going to create are homeless commune. It's a homeless commune because they're idiots.
Yeah.
They're not creating this beautiful music.
So I've decided
No way.
I probably got like another
Beautiful music.
2 to 3 years in the music business, like maybe like
Yeah.
2 to 3 years.
Wait, what did you just say?
I got like 2 to 3 years
Oh,
left,
shut up.
right? I'm gonna start a cult. I've decided because I'm serious. Like I could 100%. I feel like I could get at least like 100 followers, right?
Lucy
Then-
would begin.
I don't want to join a cult.
Yes, you
She
do.
would.
She knew
No,
it was
but here's the
coming.
She
thing.
would totally though.
But Lucy, I'll make you an officer or whatever. Here's the thing. It's like I'm not asking for all
you
your
could
shit.
you could be the girl from Smallville in his cult.
Nobody
the one
knows
that
what that-
recruits
I don't
all the
know.
other
Oh,
girls.
yeah, because they were all in cults.
Yeah.
Yep.
How's it going, guys?
Bad. You're destined to flunk most egregiously tomorrow.
I'm destined to end up at Oates Military Academy.
And then we will never start our band.
Good. Good.
What do you guys study anyway?
History.
Mr. Ryan?
Uh-huh.
Tell him hi.
Why don't you guys take a dinner break?
Thanks, Dad.
Gross. I'm so
Now your dad's going for it. Your own room.
Shut up, Ted.
Shut up, Ted.
God. That's so
Don't
Yeah.
your kids feel like?
What's that? My kids?
I'm just kidding. No, but seriously, cut the guy some. I mean, he's living the dream. Holy crap! Let him have his.
Well, he can
100%.
do that in his own bedroom.
Go downstairs.
That is.
Yeah.
I mean, he's
Yeah.
a little creepy. He's
Yeah,
a
but
little on the
100%
creepy
agreed,
side.
actually. And not only is he living the dream, like, she's playing the role, like doing the gardening and picking him up from school.
Making amazing grilled cheese
Yeah, it's all
Oh my
burnt.
God, those look good. They really did. They look delicious.
They look like cardboard.
But
They
Bill-
sounded like styrofoam. when
Bill
they were
just asked her to
sliding them.
prom a couple of years
Right.
ago.
I love that. I fucking love that. He goes, remember when I asked your mom to prom, whatever? But I felt like it was all kind of crammed into these two scenes or
Yeah,
whatever with
yeah.
the young mom or whatever. But I think it's funny that she never breaks character. She's always just she doesn't give a shit that she's hauling
I'm
Napoleon
your
around.
mother. Yeah.
Yeah, just doing that.
Your mom.
So I have a story about this. I had a friend that got sent to military school when I was in like the 7th grade. And it sucked because I had gotten a drum set and he could play the bass, or at least he said he could play the bass. And he had told me, like, if you get a new drum set, we're going to start a band. And I got a new drum set and I went down to knock on the door and he was just never there. He got sent to military school. So from then on, I would tell my mom, like, anytime I get pissed at her, it's like, just send me to military school, right? One day I fucking show up at home, fucking brochures right there on the table. That's the end of that deal.
Yeah.
I'm out. Like, that's not what I want anymore.
Yeah, we
You
were
know?
considering that, right, with Christian, and then we found out it was $20,000, and we're like, okay, well, maybe not.
Well, never
maybe
mind.
I was
that's
going to ask if that's still a thing.
You can't just, like, pre-enlist him. Just be like, hey, we'll take the 20 on the back end.
Oh,
Where the parents... Right?
back in.
You know what I mean? Like, hey, let's see, you get him
Yeah,
through
we'll
this
give you
class or
monthly
whatever.
payments.
Yeah, no, you get him through the class or whatever, he enlists or whatever, you send us the 20.
Yeah.
You get him in the fucking 9th grade. That's fucking seems fair. No, that's not how it works.
I don't think so. No.
I'm going to be honest about this, though.
Yeah.
I think the creepy dad wins.
Wins life.
Well, I'm going to put this into perspective just a second.
Yeah.
Well, I'm 46, right? I've been with my wife for 6 years. She's 27, right? My daughter is 15.
Mm-hmm.
I'm this fucking guy.
I know.
Greetings, my excellent friends.
Do you know when the Mongols ruled China?
Wow. Perhaps we could ask them. Bill S. Preston, Esquire, and Ted Theodore Logan. Gentlemen, I'm here to help you with your history report.
What? How? Oh, I hate that part. Bill. What? Strange things are afoot at the Circle K.
Dudes, you guys are gonna go back in time.
Yeah! You are going to have the most excellent adventure through history.
Well, Rufus gets sent down in a phone booth, which to kids today probably looks like a box with an antenna on it. Nobody knows what that is.
Yeah.
All right. So, I have a few problems with this. Why wouldn't they see Rufus right away? They wait till like the end. Rufus! Guys, listen to this guy, Rufus. He knows what he's talking about.
Rufus is from the future, right?
Okay.
Couldn't he just give him the answers to the test?
Can I ask you a question? Yes. Can I ask you a question? Also, it's
Or
not
what
a
is
test.
that?
It's a presentation.
Okay, couldn't they just give him a history
Right.
tutor?
Right.
Like, or give him people to do what they did? Like, why do they have to fuck up time?
This
Why do they
makes
have to
him
go
great.
back in time and steal people and possibly ruin time?
Right. I agree. Like
I'm
what?
raising my hand.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, wait. Hold on.
Okay.
Yes, Shannon.
So, as a teacher,
Yeah.
Jesus,
thing-
please, Christ, do not start that sentence with that.
I,
It is my least favorite Facebook thing of all time. As a something is my I fucking hate it.
As a
As
female.
a something, as a guy, or as a something. Okay, go ahead. Hey, I'm a teacher.
Never
As
mind.
someone that,
Yeah,
as
no, no.
someone that has recently
pressure.
almost
Shannon,
committed
hold on.
suicide.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
but what bothered me about just the premise of this movie is you have these two kids who are failing,
Right.
and then their teacher talks to them about it in a very crappy way, not in an inspirational way, or I want to help you, or
Here's what we need to do to help you fix this.
those kids, based upon my 22 years of experience, would not then go out and really try to you just nail this project.
Right.
They would just be like, whatever, we're going to fail. And they're actually out and they're like, hey, do you know where they're trying to do it. And that wouldn't really happen. Like, and definitely based on what I see now, we have the laziest, most apathetic generation of youth. They
you hear that, Lucy?
Was it different in the late 80s?
Well, I mean, I was a kid.
Lucy.
I was a kid then, and I didn't really try that hard. But I was 37th in my class. But I just think the competition is so much greater now. So you've got kids that are, in the top 100 of their class, and they're all making straight A's. But it's just within a hundredth of a point.
You're saying that some are trying and
but
some are not.
But the kids who are failing, there's no middle ground.
Right.
You've got those that are excelling, and those
Who
that
are
just
Asian.
Well, I mean,
All right,
not
They are.
not all. but
Okay, why is that a derogatory or racist statement?
It just-
I'm not
factually
offended.
true.
I'm choosing not to be
It
offended.
just seems like a
Yeah, you're
silly thing to
choosing.
say in context of this conversation.
But they are Asian.
But she's not talking about that. She's talking about just children in general at that level. She's not separating them out.
But did you see her reaction?
No.
She agreed.
I-
She's not going
I
to say
did
it.
not-
No,
I
she
did
said
not.
that she chose not to be offended.
Right. She chose not to be.
Oh, good for you.
So I love the fact that there are 3 lines right here that every single person in the world knows. And they may not even know where it comes from, but they fucking know. Here they are. Strange things are afoot at the Circle K.
I've heard that line a lot.
And they are building that, so they're building Circle K's around now. And like
I was going to ask, do they still have Circle K's?
I've traveled the world, and we cannot pull up to a Circle K and me not go, strange things are afoot at the Circle K. Number 2, no way. Yes way, Ted. I say it all the time. If you fucking say no way to me, yes way, Ted is coming at you, right? And then I'm thinking to a number between 1 and 100. 69, dudes. It's there. It is. Those are right there. Bam, bam, bam. Basically, that's the whole movie.
This is something Jarrett says all of the time.
Wait, say it like a computer person.
Jarrett
Say it
says-
like
This is something Jarrett says all of the time.
that just basically sounds like Lucy saying it again.
Say it like a computer.
Because
Rufus, can we go anywhere we want at any time?
Gentlemen, you can do anything you want, as long as you remember this. No matter what happens, you must get to that report. Got it? All right, amigos, that book will give you the number of any place you want to go. Now, most important, no matter what you do, no matter where you go, that clock, the clock in San Dimas, is always running. Got it? Yeah. All right. Time for me to go.
What do you mean, Rufus?
Yeah. Aren't you coming with us?
Gentlemen, you're on your own.
This is the worst part about this movie.
I agree. I actually have
This
to agree
makes
with you on this.
0 sense.
I have to agree with you. Why wouldn't they just help them?
Now, I'm not even talking about that, but yes. Why
Okay.
did they just leave him be? Why wouldn't he help him? You're there to help him. Why don't you just help him?
Right.
But it makes 0 sense in the time. So he's saying the watch on your hand is San Dimas time now. That's
Right.
always going to be accurate.
Right.
But you can go back in time all you want, but for some reason the report is still in 7 hours. So
No.
you only have 7 hours
Okay,
to get back.
I'm going to be honest with something.
That makes no sense
No,
at all.
I'm fucking gonna say this. That actually makes sense to me. Like, no, it really does. And I'm not trying to
Why?
be a dick. No, but like it's real time, and it's like, hey, here's point A to point B. You got 7 hours. You can go anywhere you want in 7 hours. That's the thing. Here's the part that doesn't make sense.
That
Okay?
makes no sense.
Okay, well, all right.
But go ahead.
They saved the fucking world, right? And 700 years later, Wild Stallion is this and this and this, meaning they should have passed the fucking history report in the first place.
Yes.
How did they get themselves into this mess? That's the thing.
History already happened. They're 100 years, 200 years in the future.
700 years.
What prompted them to come back? It already happened. Whatever happened.
Apparently,
why are they coming back?
There's a glitch in the Matrix.
No, it's stupid. It makes zero sense.
Yeah, glitch in the Matrix.
It makes zero sense.
No, it's this fucking Neo because he's in this movie, and
there's the phone booth,
right?
Yeah.
And it's a whole goddamn thing.
And by the way, there's many instances in this actual movie where they're like, whatever happens when they do the keys, when he hides the keys behind the sign. He was like, oh, we'll just go in the future and come back and hide the keys here. Right. And then they went to, and boom, what happened. That makes sense. Why? So why does this 7 hours make any goddamn sense? Because they could just go in the future and do something. It doesn't matter. They don't need 7 hours. 7 hours is stupid. That makes zero sense. Zero. Because they're traveling through time.
I miss the semen in my butt.
Here's the deal. What I win, I keep. What you win, I keep.
Sounds good, Mr. the Kid. Dude, you gotta have a poker face like me. Whoa, 3 aces!
What the hell's going on here, Billy?
Are you cheating us, kid?
Cheating? Me?
A little bit of Spicoli in there
Worst
as well.
Billy the Kid casting ever.
Agreed. Like, why would you make him like tough and dirty?
Something.
And also, Spicoli?
Yeah.
Like, dude. Like, dude, poker face like me, dude. You know, it's like, Jesus Christ, we did this in 84.
Yeah.
You know?
Why did he freak out why did they freak out on Billy the Kid because some other player had 3 aces? I didn't get that at all.
Because they were a team, apparently. Remember?
But how would they know that they were a team?
Exactly. I agree. Well, he said he needed 3 guys literally out loud
that's
while
true.
walking up to the bar.
I need 2 guys.
Yeah.
But still,
2
why would
guys,
he say
that's right.
Billy the Kid?
I need 2 guys, like, while walking up to the bar, like, whatever you win, I keep, and whatever I win, you keep, whatever.
He brought them in.
Yeah, what
so.
game are we playing? You know? And maybe he puts up the money, maybe? I don't know.
I don't know. It was
He vouched for them.
Wait, Lucy, how many cats are going to be in the shot? Go.
17.
17 cats in the shot. Any guess from anybody else?
I think 17
Let's see.
is
And Jared Spear, where you at? Let me see. Do not shush away the cats. I want to see. Not one fucking cat.
No, there's one up in the corner.
No.
On top of the thing.
They're over there.
No, that's the goddamn pull-up bar he's never used.
Oh, no, that's you.
And over there,
That's you in the corner.
Over there, you can see how he has to feed the cats on a shelf so the dog doesn't eat the food.
That is exactly like that.
That is true. Now, dude, the last time I saw you, you were clean shaven, and now you got like a goatee thing happening. I feel like you're you keep us all guessing.
I had like a full big beard thing last time.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the program, Big Chris Whitehead.
Good evening.
There he is. Good evening, Chris. Or Big Chris Whitehead. I like your beret. We were just talking about France.
Thank you very much.
Did I ever tell you that I started a business? Like berets were coming back in style in the 80s, and I like started a business to make berets and sell berets. And and then I got this one girl who was like, I'm gonna be on camera on like every news channel ever, and I'll wear your beret.
Right.
And she was like an intern at the White House.
Right.
And it kind of ruined my business. Good. No one ever wore berets ever again.
It's too bad you weren't in the cigar business.
Come on. Why are you in reverse right now? Why are you backing up? Amy was like backing up to the door. I'm gonna be honest, I liked it. Hey, so it's good to see you guys. Big Chris Whitehead, you're from the country of England. Is that correct?
That
yeah,
that's correct.
That's in the United Kingdom, right?
Yep.
And so there she is. Now, let me ask you this. If you're in Casey's chair. First person ever in Casey's chair.
Nope, that's Will and Sean. We're both in.
Well, from now on, when I say some shit, Rich, just go, yeah. Let's talk about Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. Now, Jared, obviously you've seen this movie before, right?
Numerous times. Oh, yeah. It's one of my favorites.
Yeah. And how about you, Big Chris Whitehead?
This was basically my childhood. This and Back to the Future.
Right. Are you kidding? This is like a... No. There are so many of those.
What is he, a time travel junkie or
Lucy?
What?
What's the thing I used to have where it said Jarrett says this all the time or whatever? What was the sound effect?
Oh yeah,
it was like
Jarrett says this all the time.
Like a computer automated. It was like beep boom bop. Jarrett says this all the time.
That's what it's supposed to be. And I thought it would be funny, and everybody pounced on me. And Lucy Berry online was like, "That was the worst sound effect of all time ever." And I'll never forget that. That was the day that I got judged by everybody, and I decided no longer to express my own opinions.
I miss it so much. It was my favorite thing on the podcast.
I'll see if I can get it back.
Not because it was good.
There is so very, very many things that I say all the time on this movie. Now, so what? Let me ask you this, Jared Spear. Favorite scene or line from this movie, and feel free to go into a descriptive thing or just give us the fucking line.
I've always liked the be excellent to each other. That's always been something me and my friends used to say that when we were kids to each other all the time.
Yeah, it is. It's you know what's funny about that is it's funny, it's cool, it's poignant, but at the same time, it just kind of sums up what basically they're saying. The world's a shithole. These two dudes are like, be excellent to each other. They saved the planet, right? Big Chris Whitehead, what you got?
The you killed Ted, you medieval dickweed.
Oh my God, I love that line. And I'd forgotten about that one. That one, what I thought was funny was that I didn't remember was during that scene when he comes down the stairs and he's in his armor and he scares everybody off like, get out of here! Like he's this big tough knight or whatever. Like, I would have, excuse me, that was a hiccup. I would have already run the fuck out of that place, but not in the armor. Because you know why? You can't run in that stuff. Yeah. It's super hard to do. Rich, what was your favorite line in the whole thing? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. You're just raising an eyebrow at me like, I know. Yeah, what else?
I was trying to think of something.
He's picturing you running in armor.
I was trying to work I was trying to work Ted Knight into some kind of a joke.
Holy shit, dude. We need a thing where you can pass me notes because I 100% could have done that. It's like, because that's how Howard Stern does his shit. People just pass him notes and shit.
Serious?
Oh, yeah, and he just blurts that shit out. Hold on, guys. I got a fucking important thing to do here.
Jared's opening a beer.
That felt good. It did. I'm going to be honest about something. I'm going to get in on that. Whatever this. So, I can't. So, Sassy Pants is in here. And he has
Sweet Cheeks.
Yeah, Sweet Cheeks. And he's wearing this like coconut fucking
smells delicious.
He smells amazing. And there's 3 chicks in here. And
Are you sure that's not his jerky that we're smelling?
Wait a minute. Are we talking? Oh, never mind. Maybe it is. All right. All right, guys. Any lasting let me ask you guys this. Hold on. Let me see what Rich wants me to ask you. Hold on. And it says best memory of the movie. Did you like this movie?
Yes.
Of course.
It really is one of the questions I'm supposed to ask. Like, did you like? But I fucking asked it out of order and shit. So like, and I just love that you guys both just went. Yes. Yeah. Yes, we did. How do you guys think the movie aged? Jared Spear. Like when you watched it
Be
now.
honest, you fuckers.
Comedically very well, but like graphically horribly. I mean,
right? You can't get into that. That is feeding the rich machine right now. You are literally feeding the rich machine and gonna make everybody else's night miserable. Stop doing that. Stop it, Big Chris Whitehead.
It was just the clothing. You could tell it were late 80s, but aside from that, it held up pretty well.
Well, Jesus Christ, it's the fucking 80s.
Yeah, it's the 80s.
Holy shitballs. You know, like, do you get pissed off at fucking Star Wars and you're like, oh, Jesus, well, this hasn't happened yet.
Actually, it happened before.
Oh, it happened a long time ago.
Right.
Sorry, I get confused. It looks like it's the future because there's lasers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And people building planets.
That's true.
Nobody fucking does that shit yet. And Yoda.
It's not a
Like,
movie.
it's not like we've ever had Muppets. Wait a minute. Yes, we have. Fucking shit. I just solved Star Wars. All right, here we go. We're going to do a game called 5 Questions, where we ask you 6 questions, and the high score used to be 7, but it is no longer 7 because Will quit the show.
Right.
Here we go. In the movie, this is question number 1. In the movie Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, the first historic character they collect is whom? Let's go to Big Chris Whitehead. Napoleon. And our good friend Jared Spear. Napoleon, that's right. Also my dad's favorite kind of ice cream. Because it has all 3 big flavors in it. All right, we're going into question number 2 with a 1-1 tie. You're both doing fantastically, but you could both do better. Here we go. Question number 2 will, of course, be about the movie Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
You were going to say Napoleon Dynamite.
I actually was going to say The Big Lebowski, not joking. All right, so in the movie Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, the comedian who plays Rufus is who on the show's favorite comedian? Who on Jarrett Goes to the Movies cites Rufus in real life as his favorite comedian of all time?
Ooh, tough one.
All right, let's go to Big Chris Whitehead first. Who is it?
George Carlin for Rich.
George Carlin for Rich. Let's go to Jared Spear.
It's George Carlin, but he's yours.
That is correct. It is George Carlin for me.
He is not mine.
Yeah. Big Chris Whitehead thrown by a thread this week, which that was a trick question. It's because you were thrown by a thread that happened this week of which dead comedian you want to hear their thoughts of, their comedic presence.
We agreed on it.
But when you walk into the daycare studio, a huge portrait painted by my wife of George Carlin does stand there, and I do live my life by this. Oh, he's making some sense. Okay, I like that. Ah, he's full of shit. All right, we'll go to question number 3 now. Apparently, when I get high-pitched, your dog thinks I'm talking to him. All right, let's go to question number 3. Question number 3 will, of course, be about the movie Point Break. In the movie Point Break, a member of what band plays the bully that beats up Keanu Reeves? Now, Jared Spear, I do have to go to you first. I'm hoping you have something written down.
I think it was Red Hot Chili Peppers. And what did Anthony Kiedis?
Let's go to Big Chris Whitehead.
Not a clue. Never seen it.
Did not have a clue.
Never
Holy
seen it.
shit, Jared Spear, you are correct. We have a 3-1 game, guys.
Fix that quick.
Now, here's the thing about the 3-1 thing. Big Chris Whitehead, understand this. You're losing. Here's the thing. You guys are both doing great. One of you is just doing better. All right, question number 4 will, of course, be about the movie Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. In the movie Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, what class are they doing a report for? We'll go to Big Chris Whitehead first. History. That is right. We'll go to Jared Spear now.
Her story.
It's really world history, but it's history.
4-2 it is right now, and they both got it correct. That was a volley to keep Big Chris Whitehead in the game. All right.
Sort of.
The next question, of course, is the 5th question. It is now 4-2. This question, of course, will be about the country of England. That's right. On Sundays, English people often eat what for their Sunday meal? Big Chris Whitehead is from there. Jared Spear about to go there for 3 weeks. Everyone should know this. If you don't know this, it's because this is a really hard question for Jared Spear, and I'm just trying to keep Big Chris Whitehead in the game. If he gets it wrong, I'm just going to fucking hang up on him. All right, let's go to Big Chris Whitehead first. Here we go.
Sunday roast.
Sunday roast. And what did you say, Jared Spear?
Oh, I had no fucking clue.
He had no fucking clue. I'm sorry, that is incorrect. So it is, very good. So it is 5-4, I believe.
Get to know the person you're visiting.
5-4. Now, understand this, Jared Spear. The Sunday roast is delicious. The peas are going to be a little bit more fresh than you're used to. And the Yorkshire pudding is fucking disgusting. Take the gravy from that. Take the gravy from the Yorkshire pudding, put it on the roast, and you're stoked. All right, so question number 5, our bonus question. We will go to now Rich Kubert, Persephus Bartholomew Coleman.
All right, here we go. Which famous band was the Joan of Arc actress in? And which member of that band did I always want to have sex with when I was a kid?
Dude, I know this, and also we talked about half this before and half of it before. I know
what you're
exactly.
talking
No, we talked about half this last week.
We did?
Or 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
And then the other half is obvious.
But is it obvious to them?
Oh, I don't. Who gives a shit?
I don't remember talking about any of
If
this.
they get it wrong, can I answer?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Wait, Big Chris Whitehead gets to go first, right?
It doesn't matter who goes first.
Oh, it doesn't, right? Okay, so Jared Spear goes first.
I don't know either, so
Okay, Big Chris Whitehead.
The Go-Go's and Belinda Carlisle.
That's correct.
Fucking correct.
Wow.
That is correct. Remember when we were like in high school and she was in Playboy, and it was the fucking best.
Yeah,
oh my god!
she had
And then they put out a bunch of stories about them just doing it to their fucking roadies and stuff. And
I don't remember that,
all I
but
wanted to do
damn
at
it.
that point was
Be a roadie?
I wanted to be a go-go roadie. I'll tell you that much. Yeah. Well, we're tied here. Amy, do you have a super hard question?
I don't know if it's super hard, but it's
Okay.
about the movie.
All right, so here's the thing. Right now we have a tie game. We're going to have to flip a coin to see which of you gets a chance. Now, if one of you gets Amy's question correct, you win. That's it. Or
It's about a number, so whoever's closest.
Oh, it's a number.
It's a number.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So Big Chris Whitehead is on the comeback. He has to go first. Jared Spear gets the second answer.
There we go.
Okay, ask the question.
All right. At the end of the movie, there's 10 people in the phone booth. There is a world record for the most people in a phone booth. How many people?
Oh.
Okay, there is a world record for how many people in a phone booth you guys can get close, and they can go over, right? It's just the closest to
I
the...
don't know. That's your rule.
Yeah,
No,
no,
closest.
no. We don't do prices right here.
Okay.
All right, so...
They can write it down, too.
Big Chris Whitehead, I do need you to write this down. Both of you do have to write down a
already done.
number. The most people in a phone booth. And Jared, are you done writing?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. Big Chris Whitehead, let's see it.
26.
26, he says.
I said 18.
I said 18 too in my head.
Ooh.
That's crazy, Jared.
What's the number?
25.
Oh, wow.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Damn.
this week's winner, Big Chris Whitehead. Jared Spear.
You sucked it.
You did your best. You didn't win. I'm sorry. You're a goddamn loser. Big Chris Whitehead, thank you for staying up.
Less cats will help.
Thank
Yeah,
you
no
so
problem.
very much for staying. Wait a minute. Hold on. Just a goddamn minute. Who is watching all these fucking cats while you're in England for 3 weeks?
Oh, that's a great
My
question.
neighbor's taking care of them for me.
Who?
My neighbor.
There's no possible way. There's no neighbor in the world that would take care of 68 cats for 3 fucking weeks.
But cats don't take
You'd
that
be
much
surprised.
care.
Yeah.
No, cats are easy, but he has a dog too.
Oh, that's
And the
My
dog
dog's staying with my mom.
eats the
there
cat
we go.
shit out of the,
dog,
thing.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
exactly right.
Yeah,
the
they-
dog will eat the cat poop.
Yeah, they eat the cat
Oh.
shit out of the thing,
And-
and then everybody fucking just there's just shit everywhere. You know, plus the cats are gonna miss
Shannon
you.
has the exact opposite problem. She has 7 dogs and 1 cat.
Right.
Well, they're not all mine, but
They're all in your house.
right.
Hey, Jared, do you have a favorite pet? I'm not fucking with you right now. I just want to know. Because I do.
Yeah, my dog.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
My dog, and close second is my orange cat.
Orange cat.
Would you like another cat?
No.
Is the orange cat's name Garfield?
No, he's named Melvin, but that's because he was adopted. and
What
already had
color
that
is his
name.
hair?
I'm going to
though?
be completely honest about something. Melvin is a fucking great name for a cat. Congratulations. Hey, Big Chris Whitehead, do you have any pets?
I have a dog.
And what is your dog's name?
He's called Bailey.
Oh, okay. All right. By
'Cause
the
he's
way,
an alcoholic.
by the way, that is a last name here in the United States.
It is nice. The first
It's
name
a
here
first
too.
name.
Is
Oh,
it
yeah,
really?
a lot
It's an
of
alcoholic beverage over here.
I fucking hate it. You know what I hate? Made up names. Like
Yeah.
I can't stand all
Well,
these like
Bailey is.
I
not
can't stand
made up
and
name.
you know what? If you're listening to the show and you have a kid and it's named one of these things, fucking A, you did it. You're off the beaten path. Go drink a really dark beer and fucking eat at a place that nobody likes. Don't give a shit. But if your child is named like fucking Rants or fucking Brayson
Rants
or some fucking stupid name that doesn't make any sense, and like you're just combining a bunch of names that like you know what? Jennifer is disappearing from the world.
Yeah.
We're
It
not
is.
gonna have Jennifers anymore.
Well, Bill and Ted.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't have teenagers with those names anymore.
She's a school teacher, so she knows.
Oh yeah,
names.
I see it. I see it really bad.
Right. Everybody's named Hannah, and fucking.
Right now,
Russian's daughter was Hannah.
For the last few years, I've had at least 3 or 4 Jadens.
Jaden is big, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. You know why? Will
Jada
Smith.
Pinkett
He's
Smith.
fucking taking over the world. That motherfucker's crazy.
And they spell it a whole.
Now, do you
A
know?
whole variety of ways.
You know how that whole thing started? He was on a playground in West Philadelphia. All right, and he was playing some basketball
hoops,
and then some dudes who were up to no good. They started. They
Making
tried to
trouble in
make
the
some trouble.
neighborhood.
Yeah, and then he got in like this one little fight, and his mom like just was like she was super scared or whatever. So she moved him to Bel Air, and now he's in all the movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, that actually
story.
did happen.
Yeah.
All right, guys, thank you guys for being here. Jared Spear, love you. Big Chris Whitehead, love you. I will see you in September 2 times, but you're not supposed to know that yet. And y'all be safe and be good to yourselves. Get on the live stream. Talk some shit. All these. All right, see ya.
Socrates. The only true wisdom consists in knowing that you know nothing.
That's us, dude.
Oh yeah. Let's bag them.
Yeah.
How's it going? I'm Bill. This is Ted. We're from the future.
Socrates. Now what?
I don't know. Philosophize with him.
All we are is dust in the wind, dude.
That is perhaps one of the greatest lines in the history of motion pictures. No, I'm not joking. I think that how you're obviously you think that's endearing, right?
Yeah.
Like you think that's funny and
Yeah, I wish they had done more of that.
hilarious and yada yada. Right, girls?
I love that it's Socrates.
I love that
I
it's
think
Socrates.
that's so good.
Okay, convince me why they would, because they're saying Socrates,
Right.
and then he goes, look it up. It's under Socrates.
Right, they say
Like,
it
how-
correctly first.
I don't understand why that he would automatically in his brain go, that's Socrates.
I just think anyone who knows that philosophize is a verb is not going to be failing history anyway.
Right.
Maybe I'm overthinking, but
fucking
Oh, good.
I mean, they have a
for
good
you.
vocabulary.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
What
they
the
do. They
fuck
talk.
just happened?
They talk with bigger words
Yeah.
than you would think they would be able
Yeah, they
to
said
talk.
egregious earlier.
And a foot.
But isn't that like a big
Yeah, a
thing?
foot in
That's
the-
what
no one talks like that, a
Surfers
foot
used
in
to
the
do
circle.
that shit. Like that used to be a thing. People used to
They
talk
had their
with
own language,
big
but
words
it wasn't
and
like
stuff.
it wasn't like smart.
But I mean,
language.
it's like even when like I do not think that we will be a great band unless we have a great video, and it's like. Well,
I
Ted,
do not think we.
I do think that we should do this before we do this.
Okay, but those are still small words.
I wanted to fucking talk like this. I swear to God, when I was a kid, I was just like, man, I want to fucking talk like this, guys. I really do. Like, I want to be like, I want to speak in complete sentences, which I'm from Texas, so I never did. So, I mean, like, everything to me was just like, hey, what, no.
Hey, baby, it's mama.
Hey, baby, it's mama. Hey, if y'all want to come, I'm cooking.
We're fixing to.
And we're fixing to go over to Decatur.
Okay.
And see what happens. And you know my mom's biggest thing? Have I ever told you what my mom's biggest manipulative move is?
Oh, no.
This is a fucking good one, guys.
All right.
So you guys that like to hear about my mom, this is my mom's like big move. And I learned this. Like this is the Sherry Reddick fucking signature move. And I will admit that I do this on occasion to my own children, but not to the extent.
And not in this accent?
No, I don't talk like they do, but my brother does. Have I told you that my brother has reverted back?
Yeah.
So that my brother had sort of like lost it. Now he's just like, hey, boy.
Fuck
Hey,
it.
hey, you want to play?
That's your uncle or your cousin or whatever.
No, that's my
Step-uncle.
oh, you're talking about
Ain't no dog.
Ain't no dog ever. I actually think about that all the time when my dog's on me. Ain't no dog whatever had dog food sat in front of him ain't never starved to death. That's the same guy that says, hey, Jarrett, horses are running somewhere about drinking, and I was 12 years old. I'm not joking. I was fucking 12. That's the same fucking trip.
And you didn't want to go, I want to talk like that.
No, obviously, do you not even know what happened on that? Guys, this is a better story.
Oh, jeez.
So me and my brother went to go down to visit our oldest sister, who neither of us are actually related to, but she is.
All of a sudden.
Yeah, so she's our oldest sister. And we'll get into that later on a later podcast. But so we go down to visit our oldest sister with. So we at the time we have her husband. So we have a nephew, two nieces, another. So 2 nephews, 2 nieces, right? Mm-hmm. And so we get down there, and it's like right when we get there, we get picked up in this like big fucking truck, whatever, and now the way down was so cool. It was like me and my brother spending time together. He had just gotten a Trans Am for graduation. I'm fucking about to go into high school and
you
stuff.
You worship the ground he walks on.
Oh my God. I think this motherfucker is the coolest person that's ever lived. And honestly, there's no backlash on this. I think my brother is the funniest, just coolest person that's ever lived or whatever. And me and him in a brand new Trans Am. I'm 5 years younger than him, Dan Zam, and we're rolling. He took me by the record store that day. I bought Theater of Pain and Invasion of Your Privacy by Rat the same day or whatever. And I'll never forget it. Like we listened to Theater of Pain. I was like, this is so good. And then we put on Invasion of Your Privacy by Rat, and
one of the greatest albums of all time.
It sounded so goddamn good that and his stereo was insane in the thing. So on the way down, like we had so much fun. Like I had, you had back in the day, you had to throw the change into the basket or whatever.
Oh no,
to go through the toll road. And so I told him, I was just like, hey, yeah, you have to throw that in there one at a time, and all we've got's nickels, you know. And so he threw them in one at a time. We just had the greatest trip ever. So we get down there, and so my brother-in-law, God rest his soul, he's not my brother-in-law anyway, but they meet us. They're like, all right, guys, we're going to go to the deer lease or whatever. And so these two start drinking. So my brother's 18, and they start drinking. And like me and my nephew, who is 5 years younger than me at the time, so he's 7 or 8, we're in the back seat, and we were both hammered by the time. I mean, like, I'm kidding. We weren't really done. I'm just joking. The two of them were really hammered. So we get to the place, and so I didn't know what a fucking deer stand was, right? Here's what a deer stand is. It looks like a treehouse for a 12-year-old kid. I was just like, this looks fucking great. I'm going up. I guess I was 13. So I go up into this treehouse, and my brother-in-law says, hey, and here's the thing, don't you even think about coming down. You come down, we're going to think you're there. You're going to get shot in the fucking face. Right? And so I go, well, shit. That doesn't sound like fun at all. So I'm in a deer stand by myself. I'm 13 years old. I have a shotgun with me, and apparently if I see a deer, I'm supposed to shoot the deer.
Right.
So I have to pee. Mm-hmm. And
but he told you not to move.
Not to move.
Because you get shot.
Right. So I held it, and
Even though you're supposed to wear orange.
I held it. No, I was not in orange. Everybody was in Canada.
Was this maybe before they figured that out?
Orange thing.
That deers were colorblind?
Well, I think it was I think that whole thing stems from, like, if you're going to hunt deer, you might as well be able to direct traffic. So so I have to pee so bad. I have to pee, and I don't go down, but then I have to poop. I mean, I got to shit.
Oh, no.
I'm a little kid.
Right.
I mean, I'm a little kid. I'm 13 fucking years old, right?
With ulcer something.
I didn't get that. No, I didn't get that till I was 21. That changes everything. At that point, it's like a water gun out the booth.
You don't even go hunting anymore. You don't chance it.
Dude, are you kidding me?
No.
So I'm like, well, man, I stood up there and I held it and I held it and I held it and I held it and I held it. And I finally had to just go down.
Turtles coming out of the shell.
Man, I just shit by a tree. There's nothing to wipe with. I put like these brown dead leaves at my butt, and like they broke, and like I got it on my hand, and I'm trying to get it off my hand, and there's just dead leaves in my butthole, and there's dead leaves in my hand, and shit in my hand, and like all of that, and I climbed back up, and I just sat there, just defeated, just like fucking defeated, just waiting. And you know what you wait for is for them to get done drinking wherever they are and come pick your fucking ass up, right?
Yeah, that was pretty shitty.
So they showed up. Oh yeah, it was
Literally.
shitty.
I mean, they basically, was it just your brother-in-law and your sister-in-law, or your
It was
sister?
my brother-in-law, my brother.
Your step brother-in-law and your stepsister.
Not even really.
Oh, and your brother?
My brother was there, and then my nephew was in another thing or whatever. So
We all weren't all three in different
no,
ones?
I got put in my own
Like,
thing.
why did they
I was
leave
a
you
little
alone?
kid. I was a little.
It was terrible
I
for
was
them
a
to leave you
child.
alone. I know.
So they come and they pick us up or whatever, and they're like, "Do you see anything?" I'm like, "No, I didn't see anything."
Almost
Do you
shot
smell
you.
anything?
Right? I didn't see anything. And they're like, yeah.
You know that they went to the bar.
And I go,
They just shoved you up in that deer blind.
They
and
actually
left.
asked me. They go, "Did you get out of that booth? You get out of that booth?" And I go, "No." But I did, and I didn't like it very much. I had to shit on the ground and wipe with fucking dead leaves, and I didn't like it.
Yeah, you've told this story before, but not that good.
What do you mean? I've told this story before?
Yeah, but not that good.
Oh, because I wasn't being like fucking giving you like my feelings and
You
shit.
didn't tell us about the leaves.
No, I'm fucking damaged about it. To be honest, I didn't like it. And P.S. I wouldn't have shot a deer if it fucking came to me anyway.
what I was gonna ask.
I was not gonna fucking shoot a deer. Like, I don't even want to be here. I thought we were coming down to spend time with my fake sister and her fucking husband.
You had a great time on the road with your brother. And
Yeah,
then this
whatever.
happens.
You know.
Now you're scarred
And
for
then,
life.
Jesus Christ, I am. I really am. You ask me if I've ever been deer hunting since.
Have you ever shit in the woods since?
Yes, I have.
So not too
But
scarred.
not
yeah.
in anyone's pool.
What I like to ask
You did
myself
shoot
is,
Miller later on.
does a Jer shit in the woods? Yes, he does.
You did shoot Miller later
How about
on.
that? I did shoot. No. I did. That was later. Yeah, I did
So
shoot.
you weren't too scarred.
Yeah. Oh my god. But yeah, that's a true story. And so anyway, don't put little kids in the goddamn fucking trees. That's bullshit.
How's it going, ladies?
You're the ones we saw in front of the castle.
I am Ted of San Dimas. And, I bring to you a message of love.
From who?
From myself.
And what is this message you speak of?
Lyrics, dude. Recite him some lyrics. Oh, you beautiful babes from England, for whom we have traveled through time. Will you go to the prom with us in San Dimas? We will have a most triumphant time. Way to go.
So this
Biggest
actress,
pet peeve ever.
what?
When he rhymed time with time.
Yep.
Fucking hate that.
Then you hate R. Kelly?
Yes.
Yeah, because he does that shit all the
Yeah,
time.
because he pees on everybody, too.
Well, no, he doesn't pee on everybody.
Oh,
He
just
pees
young
on
girls.
Ashanti.
Oh, okay.
I think that's it. I think it's just
Just
Ashanti.
12-year-olds.
Did she die in a
Yeah.
plane crash?
No, that was
That's
Aaliyah. That was Aaliyah.
Oh, Aaliyah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, is
Yeah.
is that the one that he peed on? No, Ashanti's actually a real person. Aaliyah is no, but this R. Kelly.
Yeah, this R. Kelly.
He really did. He toured with this like a 14-year-old. And
Yeah.
Peed on
apparently
her.
they so this actress here is Diane Franklin. All right.
Yeah, you know what she's from?
What?
Better Off Dead.
Right. What else? Last American Virgin.
Don't care.
What do
She's
you
in-
mean?
She's in Better Off Dead. It ends there. I thought he was gonna recite
Yes.
famous lyrics.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
And then he goes and rhymes with time twice. That's just bullshit.
So here's the thing about new rap. So if you're into like Post Malone and shit, all you have to do is say "hey" all the time. So you could be like,
You can just rhyme everything with hey.
No. You don't even have to do that. So like I'm gonna do like right now, and this is exclusive here.
Oh.
So this is me doing a Post Malone rap.
Is this after Malone?
Let me think about
I don't know
that.
who Post Malone.
Let me think about that for a second.
I gotta record this if I can.
Yeah, someone gets this on tape.
Okay, so this is
On
Post Malone.
tape.
All right, so
This is gonna be
Who's
good.
got the VHS handy?
this is a lot of fucking pressure.
Wait, he's gonna record this.
All right, okay. So I'm walking down the street and everybody goes, hey, everybody like it when it's hey, and then when I'm walking and it's like, hey, listen to John Parr on the radio. Hey, he done the street from the farms like the side, hey, and everybody like it when they can somebody. Hey, does 16 candles with the fucking thing. Hey, everybody like it when they go to somebody. Everybody likes John Hughes movie. Hey, thank you.
It is true. You cannot rap.
And
That's Post Malone. That's what he sounds like.
it's the mumble rap genre.
or after?
But guys, I cannot rap. I can't rap a present. I'm not joking. I took a gift wrapping class in high school, and I fucking failed.
Did
Did
they
you want to
actually
work
give
at J.C. Penney?
credits for that?
What's that? What did you just say?
Did you want to work at J.C. Penney?
Holy shit! I swear on a stack of Bibles, I'm not joking. That joke was totally going to J.C. Penney, and I was actually gonna say something about that I fucking wanted to work at J.C. But then nobody laughed, so I bailed.
No, don't ever bail.
God damn it!
Don't
You guys
bail
should be best friends.
when I'm in the room.
My God, that was fun.
You want to know how I know?
That is insane.
Derek worked at J.C. Penney.
Wrapping gifts?
Professional rapper.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So I thought you were going in for a fart joke.
Oh, you just went full circle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went full circle. That's what I
'cause
did.
You were like talking about rappers, and
Right.
you go into actually gift wrapping.
I'm a comedy
and then
genius.
She says professional rapper, and then you're like, oh my God, that's like a professional rapper. And then you started
And
like
then you wrapped it
beatboxing.
around.
I love the relationship between Billy the Kid and Socrates.
I do too. I
he
had that
just,
in
like,
my notes.
He like pulls him. Socrates, let's go. I'm gonna watch out for
He
you
really
for a
like
second.
that too.
And then they're like trying to pick up chicks later on or whatever. So we get the whole Ziggy Piggy thing with Napoleon. They eat all the ice cream,
Right.
You know, and then Sigmund Freud. So yeah, I actually thought this was a nice touch. They've got a little time to go. Why do they have a little time to go? Because he forgot to wind his fucking watch, right?
Which makes
he
no sense.
Well, back in the day, you had to wind your watch.
No, not that part. The part that they have no time. They're in a time machine.
So they go and get Sigmund Freud, right? And so he's just like, "What are we doing here? Like, we don't even need this. We only need 3 extra credit, dude." So then they go get Beethoven, Joan of Arc, who plays Joan of Arc.
The guitar player from the Go-Go's.
That is correct. They go get Genghis Khan, and they bait him in.
Genghis Khan is in every movie. He's the Fu Manchu guy.
That dude is no
Every
shit.
fucking movie.
Also, do you like Genghis
And
Grill?
all of the Magnum PIs too.
Oh, I love Genghis Grill.
Genghis Grill is so good.
Yep.
Also, how do they get Genghis Khan in?
I have a problem with Genghis Grill. Let's talk about that.
Okay,
Ooh, why?
hold on. But can you please just answer the goddamn
You know, a
fucking
good
question?
cat name
How
is
do they
Genghis
get?
Cat.
How do they get Genghis
I like
Khan?
that.
What do they bait him in with? A Twinkie.
A Twinkie.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
right.
Right.
He likes the sugar
Hold
high.
on. Then they get Abe Lincoln. Now go ahead. Genghis Grill. Let's go. Well,
Okay.
for those of you who do not know, Genghis Grill is a Mongolian
We're talking to the UK fans.
barbecue. No, but it's not everywhere. It's here. It's in Texas.
It's not everywhere.
Oh, it
it's
isn't?
not everywhere. No,
Oh,
It's
okay.
like it's mostly a Dallas thing.
Oh, okay.
All right,
I didn't
so
know
go
that.
ahead.
All right. Well, just you were going to describe what it is.
So it's a Mongolian barbecue. You go through this line like you're at a cafeteria.
Right.
But I know cafeterias are different other places. But in cafeterias in the United States, you sort of serve yourself and you just take a bunch of shit and at the end you pay for it.
Right.
So at Genghis Grill, you have a bowl and you just fill it up with a bunch of raw meat,
You
raw
start- you do-
vegetables.
you do
It's a
meat
raw
first.
buffet.
You do meat
It's
first.
a raw buffet.
Raw meat first, and then vegetables, and then you have some spices and sauces.
I
at
just
the end.
that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
You fucking fill it up with a bunch of shit
Right.
that you want to eat, and at the end you can be like, I want you to put an egg in this shit, or put some of that crunchy shit up in there, right? You know, and then they dump it on this huge circular goddamn grill, and they with swords they chop it up and they flip it over, and then they roll over somebody else's shit and chop it up and then flip it over. Then with a sword they magically put it into another bowl, not the bowl you started
No.
with. You know why? disease.
Yeah.
Yeah, disease.
Salmonella.
Yeah. Okay.
whatnot.
So whatever. That's
My problem is they split up. It's in sections. So they got meat, and then you have to like turn a corner, and then you've got vegetables, and then down a little bit further is sauces and stuff.
Okay.
So you can't plan well. So I'm stuffing it with meat because I can't. I feel like I'm not getting my money's worth.
Yeah. You like to be stuffed with meat.
I do, and so by the time I get to the vegetables, I'm like, oh, I didn't realize
There's no room.
Yeah, I didn't realize the vegetables were even in play.
All right.
And I just filled the entire thing up with meats.
Right.
And so I'm now I'm pushing the vegetables on there, like the rice and all that, and it's like falling out of it. So by the time I get to the people, I look like an asshole.
You've misspoken. You don't put the rice in. You ask them for that later. So that's not a thing.
No, I think the one I swear to
there's
God.
no rice. You ask for rice or noodles later. Let me tell you, I have watched a professional do this. Let me give you a goddamn fucking hint.
Okay.
You fill the bowl up with as much meat as you can.
Okay.
Then, when you get to the vegetable side, you get long vegetables and you build a fence around the outside of the bowl. Right? And then you just keep putting a bunch of shit into the bowl.
So you're saying I shouldn't feel like an asshole.
You're doing exactly the right thing. You have to stick all of the vegetables into and then there's a fence. And
you build a fence and then they put the
because it doesn't matter if that shit is going to fit in there. They're going to cook it.
It shrinks
I was going to ask, but
anyway.
here's the question. Yeah, what does your second bowl look like? Because there's shrinkage.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
like half full. It's like half full.
The funny thing about the second bowl is
half full.
The funny thing about the second bowl is it has like that one wing that like goes up on the side.
Right. It's like higher on one side. Exactly.
So it's almost like they dump it in there and okay, you know what we're gonna do? We'll just fucking get that in there, whatever. But no, Casey was there the time. We saw this guy build this fucking tower. It looked like I've never seen anything like it. And he like got the small bowl and built this goddamn Genghis grill. He built this thing and like he had strategically like placed these zucchini little fence posts and shit. And it just went right up there and holy shit.
Okay, I feel so much better now because I just felt like the biggest asshole in the world.
I always get all the meat and then I'll put a little bit of broccoli in there and then some, you put like a couple of other things and then you put some spices and shit.
Right.
Can you not just do your meat in a bowl and your vegetables in a bowl?
No, you cannot.
You can't.
I mean, would be a simple solution.
You're paying for one bowl.
Yeah, they don't want you to do that. They want you to not be able to put any more than what's in the bowl.
Can't you pay for two bowls?
You can pay for
not
two bowls.
Feel like an asshole?
Well, first of all, that's insane. Paying for two bowls is too much food for anybody because what happens is
It's too much.
Shrinks down. It's too much.
That's shrinkage.
And it shrinks down.
Yeah.
It shrinks down to too much.
Maybe you should pay by final bowl.
Hey, do you know who Chris Hemsworth is?
Oh yeah,
that's too much. That's too much.
I disagree.
No, that is okay.
Agree to disagree.
Agreed. You know what?
Thank you.
Hey.
Thank you for joining the rich train.
Well, guess what? That's fucking too much Genghis grill for you guys. So
I would go with Jason Momoa, but
my wife likes that guy. Yeah, the wife likes this Jason. What's his name? Jason Momoa.
Momoa. Yeah.
Yeah. You know who I like?
Ryan Reynolds.
Oh, Ryan Reynolds.
George.
We had this conversation. So we did this
How
thing.
Was that sentence ending?
We did this. We did this thing the other day where we were all in Amy's pool, and everybody had a few cocktails, and everybody had to be like, "Who is besides your husband?
That's how it always ends, though.
Who's your number 1, 2, or 3?" Mm-hmm. And everybody did that. The number one girl, whatever. And I actually, but we talked about this since then, and I did kind of convert to Ryan Reynolds, and now I can't decide. Mm-hmm. I feel like Brad Pitt is aging.
I think they meant
I don't
girls for you.
No. We did dudes and girls both sides.
All right.
We did dudes and girls. Who do you think I said?
Did you start with guys though?
Who do you think I said?
But did you start with guys?
Who do you think I said?
I feel like you started.
Who
with
do you
guys.
think I said with girls?
Girls is Elizabeth Hurley.
100%.
Right.
That's an easy number 1.
No one ever gets that. No one understands what that
Who
is.
doesn't understand
That's
that?
not a thing.
Every dude go, oh yeah, that's fucking great.
First of all, she's 80.
Hey, you know what? She fucking looks good for 80.
For an 80-year-old.
Dumb.
Yeah.
So not Jennifer Aniston?
I think Jennifer Aniston is super hot.
She's my top 5.
Let me tell you this, and I do not mean to be a dick. Okay, I really don't, because I'm not an asshole. Your ex-husband.
Which one?
That one.
He's my only
she only has
ex right
one
now.
ex.
Okay, I didn't know that.
For the time being.
He's an asshole. There's something wrong with Jennifer Aniston. Here's why. It doesn't matter.
It's her nose.
It does matter.
I think she's,
what is it?
I think she's perfect.
I thought everyone
I
was
think
beautiful.
I like her body and all that. But there's a reason she can't hold a relationship.
Oh, you're saying.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, there's got to be something.
There's
wrong. Yeah, we
got
got
to be
into that too.
something wrong with her.
Wait.
And
I don't
also,
think that's fair.
I'm sorry.
We're not talking
you're not
relationship.
sticking girls on a top 5 because there's something wrong with their
Whoa,
personality.
hold on, Lucy. Why is that not fair?
That's not how this game works.
Hold on. Why
It's
is
just
that
about
not fair?
sex. It's
Maybe
a one-time sex.
It's not about
interaction.
sex. No. Oh,
Maybe
you're saying like
for your top.
No, but
3
I
or
can't
5.
do that. I can't just do the one-time thing. Like I always feel like
He's gotta fall in love with
I
her.
prefer. No, I just feel like I perform better like times 7. You know what I mean? Like it's like
Stick around.
I feel
It
like
gets better.
yeah, it's like yeah. I feel like that's the thing.
stick with
I
me.
feel like that's a conversation. Like as I'm
business
bowing
card?
out, like hey, I'm gonna go grab some breakfast.
Yeah, you're right.
Hey, you know what? Give me 4 more times and we're good.
You're right. If Jennifer
won't
Aniston
regret
gave
it.
you 1 time, she would not give you a 7th time.
I bet she would.
But Lucy has a point.
Oh, I was just going to say maybe the thing that's wrong with her is she picks the wrong guys.
Yeah, she's a wrong
That's
guy
all.
picker.
Why do all of those guys though end up in like? Well, actually, you know
Do
what?
they?
You know what?
Like Brad Pitt. Did that really end well for him?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, look, I think that relationship is insane.
Yeah.
If she
I don't
dated
know
Vince
enough.
Vaughn, that had to have been her fault.
What? She
Yes.
didn't date Vince Vaughn.
Yes, she did.
Yeah, they did during the breakup.
Yeah.
Are you being serious right
Yes,
now?
they
Yeah,
did.
you didn't know that? It was the first relationship after Brad
There
Pitt.
is
Yep.
no possible way anybody's going to ever be in a relationship with Vince Vaughn.
That's
Here's
what I
why.
thought too.
Here's why.
Yeah, here's why. He's way too tall. Secondly, it's uncomfortably weird because his fucking face just continues to swell. Third, I don't really even know that he's that funny if he's not in a movie.
I bet
Yeah.
he's like that constantly.
Do you
Dude,
think he talks that fast?
I met him
All the time,
Do you
I
guys
bet.
know about me meeting him?
No.
Yes, I've told you this.
Yeah, you
before.
Oh,
said
maybe
it.
you did.
I'll tell you again.
Okay.
Grammys. We were
yeah.
we decided to leave to go get some alcohol.
That doesn't narrow it down. You met everyone at the Grammys.
Rich,
I did,
Rich,
but
we talked about
at the
this.
time, like we went.
Yeah, during the
we
breakup.
went down the elevator. We get down the elevator, whatever. We walk in this room, and it's Vince Vaughn just towering over these little people. And we're just like, who the fuck are these? And it's Incubus, you know, like Incubus. That's all these little tiny people. We good over there? We good. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. It's all these little tiny people, or whatever. Oh, it's Incubus or whatever. And he goes. And he really did. He did a bit. Just, there's Bowling for Soup coming out of the elevator or whatever. We're all trying to get into the limousine or whatever, and blah, blah, blah.
So he was being Vince Vaughn.
He was Vince Vaughn.
I knew it.
Yeah. He was being Vince
Because
Vaughn.
he can't be that character in every single movie and it not be him.
Yeah, but he was, goddamn, he's tall. Holy shit.
He's 5 or 6.
He is 5'6".
6'5". No,
He's
6'5".
5'6".
He's not 5'6".
You're 5'6".
I'm
He's
5'6".
6'5".
I'm not 5'6". Incubus are 5'6". Those fuckers are tiny little shits.
Excusez-moi, monsieur. Down there, not so fast, buddy. Deep, you ain't paid yet. Pay? Pay. I don't want to see you around here anymore. Beat it. Vous me connaissez, monsieur? Beat it, Baggy. Idiot.
Here's what that's taught us. If you don't have the money to pay for bowling, French accent.
Yep. Speak
Why
French.
would any bowling alley make you pay after you've played for an hour?
That's their
doesn't
fault.
happen.
Yeah.
Totally agree.
Why did
All right.
they ditch him? That
because
confused
they're
Because
being
he's a douchebag.
well, because they're
And they
being
were
dicks.
like, they were 12.
Yeah, they were
Yeah.
12.
Yeah, exactly. And also, like, yeah, he could have bought them drinks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
how did those little fuckers get home anyway?
He doesn't have an ID.
Well,
They
he has
didn't
an
drive.
idea, though.
Yeah.
And again, I do agree with you. He is the best part of the whole fucking movie.
Yes.
Like, you could almost do a movie called Napoleon Comes Here, you know, and just because he just, And like when he's like fucking bowling and whatever, like the guy tries to go in front of him, and then my favorite scene of him of all time is when they eat that whole ice cream, and then he just stops the little girl from heaven just so that he can eat the last of the syrup or whatever, and it just shit running down his face, and he's got the bib, and just oh my god, so fucking funny.
Gentlemen, is everything all right?
Yeah. Except how come the number we dialed for San Dimas brought us here instead of to tomorrow, Rufus?
Because in San Dimas it is tomorrow, William. You have to dial one number higher.
Oh, yeah. Thanks, Rufus.
And you better hurry because you don't have much time.
What do you mean, Rufus? We got 10 hours left.
You got 2 hours.
Huh? Ted, you forgot to wind your watch again. And after you reminded yourself not to. Well, I better remind myself again. Ted, don't forget to wind your watch. Thanks, Rufus. Catch you later, Bill and Ted.
How many times have you said "catch you later, Bill and Ted"?
Never.
Not one single time? Are you nuts?
I've only seen this movie one time.
Ever?
Ever.
Okay, you didn't know the line something strange afoot?
No, I've heard that a bunch. Not because of me knowing it from the movie, but because I've just heard it a bunch.
Did you know 69 dudes?
Yeah, but I didn't. I knew it for other reasons.
That's what I'm saying. Oh, because you and a bunch of dudes doing 69s.
Because you used to 69 a bunch of dudes. Damn it. Wasn't fast enough. This
Ladies and gentlemen, Casey is back, and our neighbor Tiffany. Tiffany, say hello.
Howdy.
There she is. Tiffany is the one that took me to that
breakfast.
Have you heard that one?
Yeah. Casey, please exit the building. Casey. Oh, hey.
Yeah.
Why the fuck did they make a time machine out of a phone booth?
Oh, because you could dial numbers.
No, I'll tell you why.
Okay, go ahead.
Because in their communist future, there was no incentive to make any better phones than what they had in the 80s, which was fucking phone booths. That's why.
Right. Well,
Or maybe because you could just like dial numbers.
That got weird quick. I was just thinking numbers.
I think originally it was supposed to be a school bus.
It was supposed to be a van.
Or a van. And
Yeah.
they thought they were piggybacking on Back to the Future too much, so they changed it to a phone booth.
A little too much. Wait, was this after Back to the Future?
It was according to the source that said that. I heard the same thing.
Yeah, this is 89. Back
Well,
to
it's
the Future
supposed to be
was
released in 87,
Oh.
and they dubbed it over in the
1980.
film for 88. And it was released
Back to the
in
Future
89.
came out in 85. But this came out in 89.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay.
You wanna?
Well, I mean, they didn't
take that back.
No, I'm just saying that they probably got time travel from aliens because they didn't invent it themselves. They didn't have art. Like all the walls were blank because their communist future didn't even. They're like, fuck it. There's no incentive to make art anymore.
What are you talking about?
So confused.
It's obvious they had like
obvious.
this cultist, communist, quote unquote, utopian, more like a dystopian future.
I'm being serious. I have no fucking idea what
I
you're
realize
saying right now.
I realize
I'm
that
like-
you do not understand what I'm talking
trying
about.
to keep up with you right now, but I don't know what you're
I realize it.
saying. I love you so much. Hey, that's what I do to my kids, by the way,
It's
when they're
a cult.
being dickheads. Like, hey, stop being a dick. I love you.
Well,
so
they were
much.
trying to sell it as this beautiful future, but it was a terrible looking future.
How is their future terrible?
They all listened to the same exact music. They all wore the same exact clothes. There was nothing on the walls. It was fucking barren.
I'm gonna be
and they're
honest.
just standing around.
I'm gonna be honest.
Standing around.
They listen to strumming guitar, wear fucking raincoats, and fucking look kick ass. I'm in. Everybody wears sunglasses inside and
looks
shit. There's like a
terrible.
bunch of fucking neon lights. It's like what's behind you right now. Jesus Christ! It looked like a fucking
It's
great
just like
place
LA.
to be. Yeah. Maybe basically like a fucking coffee shop in LA
Well,
after 6 p.m.
I'm taking the Kate Spade route.
Jesus.
Too soon.
Too soon, yeah.
Ah, shit. Damn it.
Tell me about this.
Somebody
Kate
let
Spade
me know when it's not
No,
too
tell
soon.
me about this.
It's
Kate
never
Spade.
too soon.
Tell me about the Amy. Tell me what happened. I don't know anything about this Kate Spade. I don't watch the news. So
She's
tell
David
me.
Spade's
guess-
sister.
Stop it.
That was your
I'm
thing, and it
asking.
was hilarious. Well, she committed suicide, apparently.
Okay, Kate
And-
Spade. She made a bunch of purses.
Yeah, she's a designer.
How old is she?
She's got
How old?
in her 50s, I think.
Okay.
Like late 40s, early 50s.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I would say early 50
Okay.
or something.
Late 40s. Late
And she
50s.
was found in her apartment in New York by her housekeeper, I think.
Okay.
And I guess she hung herself, but somebody said she hung herself by her scarf, which
She
was
did.
from Trivia Night. I learned that at Trivia Night because that
one
was
of the
their team
teams
name.
was called Kate Spade's Scarf.
Yeah. And it was hilarious.
It was the day after.
Wait,
Now,
does Amy think I'm kidding when I'm saying
Did
that
she- hold on.
David Spade's sister? That's really his
is it
sister.
real? Oh,
It's
okay,
not
well, that's
either.
awesome.
No, it's totally his sister.
It is not.
100%
No, I thought it
his
was
sister.
a joke, but I thought it
No,
was a funny
it's
joke.
100% his sister.
There is no possible way that is David Spade's
That's
sister.
David Spade's sister.
No
Well,
way.
then Rich swoops in with Kate Spade body bag, and I thought that was hilarious.
I just,
And he was
Kate
like,
Spade's
"Too soon?"
because she makes bags.
Yeah, she makes handbags.
And I was like, Kate Spade's
Is that
body
real?
bag.
Is
that a
real?
real thing?
Yeah.
Is that really his sister?
Well, first off, I had to show her who David Spade was.
Oh.
Oh, Jesus Christ. All right, can you-
Sister-in-law.
Jesus Christ. You
Oh,
get a-
sister-in-law.
Sister-in-law.
So they were related. Good job.
Thank you.
Hold on. So she married his brother.
Yeah.
I didn't know he had a
Oh.
brother. I just knew that they were
Well,
related
now you do. Jesus Christ.
with the same name.
And that dude's bummed.
Well, is he?
Yeah, he's
Or is
taller,
he,
but he
uh,
didn't win in the face department, by the way. The brother.
Oh, no.
Well,
Also, I'm going to be honest.
Well-
that motherfucker, if you need a handbag, hit that guy up. He has
has a lot of leftover-
shitload.
the warehouse full of them now.
Well, I think
What?
she sold
Hold
that
on.
part of her
All
company.
of this
sold her company a long time ago.
conversation happens, and I do that joke, and everybody shuts down.
Ooh.
And that's what fucking quiets you down. This motherfucker's been talking shit all night, and I say one thing about, oh god, I guess you got a bunch of leftover handbags, and that shuts everybody down.
I thought it was hilarious.
Jesus Christ! For the love of God, my God, dude, it is true. It's just like moment of silence for Kate Spade.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I'm just kidding. That's not right. I'm just kidding. That
Kate
was a
Spade.
That was a joke.
How'd it go? Bad. Our historical figures are all locked up, and my dad won't let them out. Can we get your dad's keys? We could steal them, but he lost them 2 days ago. Only we could go back in time to when he had them and steal them then. Well, why can't we? Because we don't got time. We could do it after the report. Ted, good thinking, dude. After the report, we'll time travel back to 2 days ago, steal your dad's keys, and leave them here. Where? I don't know. How about behind that sign? That way, when we get here now, they'll be waiting for us. See? Whoa, yeah! So, after the report, we can't forget to do this, otherwise it won't happen. But it did happen. Hey, it was me who stole my dad's keys. Exactly, Ted.
This is what I'm saying.
Yeah, a couple of problems with it.
They
This
could
is
do
where
this all day long.
this is where the movie jumps the shark. Also, why are his keys all jail keys?
They're like skeleton keys.
Like how the fuck?
No,
how
from
does
Andy
he,
Griffith.
How does he
Yeah.
start
Andy
his car?
Griffith jail keys.
You know, there's no way to start his. Jesus Christ, he can't start his car with this thing. You know what? Like, you know what you could do? You could get the fucking the cover off the thing by the street, by the sewer. You could stick that thing down in there and pick that thing up if you'd like to.
That is maybe that is that key. He runs the whole city.
Could be.
But this is what I'm saying. Like, if this is how the time travel works, then they wouldn't have to come back at all. If what happened, then they wouldn't have to do this at all.
Let's be honest. The movie doesn't have to happen because they would have passed the test in the first place.
Right.
And gotten there.
Right.
So something should have been a wrinkle in time for them to fail the test in the first place to get George Carlin, the greatest comedian of all time. Everybody all kneel and praise
Casey
him.
did that.
Thank you, Casey. And to get him to come there in a phone booth and to rescue them, right?
They're there. What would have caused them to come back?
I got it.
Matt Damon.
That's a good point.
No, that
Excellent
could
point.
not have been it.
Oh,
It
no.
could not have been it.
Oh, okay.
Do you think it could have been?
Yeah, I think it could
Maybe
have
it
been.
was Matt Damon.
I think it
You
could
never know. Now, do you think at this point, and not getting to like the actual ending of the movie where like shit's about to get fucking like on point, is this the greatest movie of all time?
No.
Do you
I
hate it?
barely like the movie.
I'm going to be honest. Like, you've done really good not just ripping this movie to shreds.
I tried to.
Rip it to shreds?
Yes.
You're doing a terrible job.
I know. No, I told you Napoleon saved it for me.
Yeah.
I love everything Keanu Reeves. So I just find him endearing.
Do you really like that? Like, did we talk about that in Point Break? Did you like him there?
Yeah.
I
said he's a terrible actor. I just love him. I think I'm glued to the screen every time he's on the screen.
I don't like how every time he does anything, his shoulders go like this. Like,
right. You just proved my point that he does the same thing in every movie. That's just Keanu.
I didn't see it the first time.
Once you get past the fact that he is Keanu in every single thing, and he is that way. I don't know. It's just he's endearing to me. I like him in every movie. It could be because
Johnny Mnemonic.
Except Johnny. Well, it's not that. And again, I think it's Ice-T and the fucking dolphin that fucking killed it.
And
for
did
that.
you see the Lake House?
No, I haven't seen that.
Because he is the worst in that.
That's not a movie I would want to see him in.
You know what we haven't done?
Is that one also time
we
travel?
have done.
Yes.
It is, yeah.
We've done a lot of time of me and you talking tonight.
Yeah.
You know,
let's go to the girls. Holy shit, there's a lot of girls in here.
There's a shitload of girls in here, and including Sugar Pants. He's gonna fucking transition. So, all right. So let's go to. Let me think about this for a second. Let's go to Lucy Murray. What do you think about Keanu Reeves in this movie and then all together?
I found him super annoying in this movie. This was the first time I'd ever seen this.
Oh, you never seen it? How old are you again?
31.
You requested
holy
this movie.
shit!
Well, I didn't want to do Star Wars.
Because you hate Star Wars?
Well, it was one of those things where I was like, I think I need to see this movie because everybody's seen it, so here's
okay.
a reason why to watch it.
Well,
Did you like hear some stuff in the movie where you're like, holy shit, I've heard that before?
Yes, and there were things that I found funny. Noah's wife being Joan of Arc was
funny.
hilarious.
That was hilarious.
But this isn't about Keanu Reeves, but the Napoleon parts that you guys love drove me crazy, and I couldn't stand it
You
at
didn't
all.
like it.
I
You
hated
didn't
that part.
Oh, man. Why?
So every time it came to him, I was like, no, I can't.
Right. Yeah. You know what? I think I thought that the first time I saw this movie. I think I didn't really like the Napoleon parts. This time, I was like, holy shit, that's fucking hilarious. You know, he's on a goddamn water slide. Are you kidding me? You know, this is crazy. All right. How about you, Amy?
I liked it. This was the first time I saw it too.
What?
Today.
Are you being serious right now?
New rule for
Very
anybody
serious.
that's
You've
visiting.
never seen this
Never
before?
saw-
Tell us this
four.
up front. Tell us this up
All right.
front.
Okay. So go ahead.
I liked it. I
Right.
really liked it. I loved Napoleon though. I thought he was hilarious. The water slides, I was laughing so hard.
Yeah.
I loved it.
So good.
And Keanu Reeves, it was a little annoying, but
Now-
I knew that was just the character.
But let me ask
More
you
than
this.
Alex Winter?
Let me ask you this though.
Yes.
So this obviously you've seen other Keanu Reeves movies though.
Sure.
So you know him as the Matrix and all that.
Speed.
So okay, sure.
John Wick.
So is it just because you're like, oh, it's just nerdy Keanu Reeves and
No, it was just very like you said, his shoulders.
It's too
everything
much.
was very exaggerated.
It's too
all
much.
of the dude, like it. That wasn't annoying because that was just the character, the dude, the excellent, all that stuff. But
right.
yeah, all
Why-
the body language.
Why did
was-
they call each other by their first names, like in conversation the whole week? Hey, Bill,
Yeah.
what's up, Ted? Like the whole time, like who does
Good
that?
point.
Yeah. And again, that gets into just using big words and stuff, or like, you know, that tomorrow is not going to be the most triumphant test that we've ever taken. And like, I swear to God, I wanted to talk like that so bad. I really did. Like, I would practice it. And be like,
But did you?
no,
Oh.
no, I'm fucking. I no. Like, I'd be like the guy. I
You're
swear
doing
to
a God, really good job now.
I was the
There's
kid.
still
thank you.
time.
Yeah.
You're so sweet.
There's still time.
I was the kid who my mom would buy me red parachute pants, but I'd be too scared to wear them to school.
I wore mine once, and I never wore them again.
Because they rake you over the coals when you show up.
It's
right?
just, it's too, I was too much in the spotlight.
Yeah.
Like, people would comment, like, even if it was a good comment, it was
Right.
too many comments.
Was
Well,
this
did-
was this
Too much.
Kansas?
It was like, ooh, parachute pants, awesome.
Did you
ooh,
walk
parachute
forward?
pants? And it's like, oh, I don't want.
Oh, I
this
had
kind
all the
of
parachute
attention.
pants,
Yeah.
but it was the red ones.
But it's how you walk. Did you
the
walk
red
forward
ones
or
that-
sideways?
What?
I walk backwards.
Parachute
Thank
pants.
you.
You gotta walk sideways.
Yeah, there's so
Moonwalk.
many pockets. You know, people think cargo shorts have a lot of storage. Parachute pants have so much storage.
Ted's father's own fear of failure
has caused him to make his son the embodiment of all of his own deepest anxieties about himself. Und hence, his aggression transference onto Ted.
Whoa.
Okay, Ted.
Yes. Thank you very much, Sigmund Freud. Nah, just got a minor Oedipal complex. It is indeed a pleasure to introduce to you a gentleman we picked up in medieval Mongolia in the year 1269. Please welcome the very excellent barbarian, Mr. Genghis Khan! This is a dude who 700 years ago totally ravaged China, and who we are told 2 hours ago totally ravaged Oshman Sporting Goods.
You know why Bill couldn't lay down? Because Sigmund Freud would convince him that he wanted to fuck his mom.
I think he already admitted to it.
And he did.
He already said it.
What did he say?
He said he has a minor. Well, he pronounced
Oedipus
it wrong.
complex.
Oedipus complex.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
said
We didn't
Oedipal,
explain what that was.
Which I think is not correct.
It means he wants to do it to
A
his mom.
desire for sexual involvement with the parent of the opposite sex and an associated sense of rivalry with the parent of the same sex is the Oedipus complex.
So no, he wants to fuck his mom and be his own dad?
No, and fight his dad.
Fight his dad.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
You ever see Bates Motel?
No.
It's like that.
It's based on the Psycho movie.
What, all of that is?
The Bates Motel show is based on the movie
Yeah,
Psycho.
it's like his
I
young
knew
life.
that. I knew that. Is that a good show? Yes. What are other good shows that are on?
Lost.
No.
Okay.
He said that or on.
Next.
My bad.
Next.
It's on Amazon Prime.
Next.
Hello again, my excellent friends.
Wow!
Congratulations on passing your history report.
Rufus, the babes. We looked all over England for you. Where'd you get those savory clothes?
Rufus introduced us to a place called the Mall.
And something called credit cards.
I got them out of England just before they had to marry those royal ugly dudes.
Oh, way to go, Rufus. How can we ever thank you, Rufus?
Well, you can start by signing this for my kids.
Why?
They're big fans of yours.
What?
Everyone is. Wild Stallion's music has become the foundation of our whole society.
Did he just bring them sex slaves?
Yeah,
I feel like they're sex slaves.
And also, like, this gets weird.
In the Me
So
Too.
they're from the stop it. So they're from the future, but they're part of the band, right?
Yeah.
And then
No, they're from the past.
Past.
And he
God
brought
damn it,
them
that
to
is
the
so hard.
present
He's
to
from
be in the band.
But they're in
let
the
me go again.
Although they've never
He's
seen
from the
instruments
future.
before in their lives.
He's from the future. He goes to the past. He brings them in. They're part of the band, and that. So basically, shouldn't Rufus be the ruler of the world?
Yes.
Yes.
He fucking did it, guys. He fucking.
Can we name our next dog Rufus?
Please.
What kind of dog are we getting?
Get it tomorrow.
A mashed potato Johnson.
100%.
Name your next
Getting a
kid.
poodle.
Rufus.
We are not getting a poodle.
It's a very specific.
All right, guys. Thank you guys so very much for listening. This is a podcast. It's called Jarrett Goes to Movies. Thank you for sharing. Fiona Freeman, Bowling for Soup. Bowling for Soup shared this?
Yeah.
What?
It happens every 6 months or so.
Woody Chambers, Simon Rogers, Barry Ferguson, Wendy Croft, Joey Bishop, Ray Jimenez, Chris Pulse, Jake Bradford, Person, Carr, Jared Spear, Grant Hill. Wait a minute. We got to give him a shout out next week because we didn't do it this week. But Rich is wearing a Grant Hill signature watch, and Grant Hill is perhaps my favorite basketball player of all time.
I posted a video.
Austin Mark Graff, Sweet Cheeks, he's sitting right there, and Sean Umbeck. Thank you guys so very much for listening, watching, or whatever it is you do. We'll see you down the road.
I like you more than a friend.
But most of all, we'll see you down the road.